take away, get you niggas play with it, play with it, play with it.
Yeah, it's Black Excellence. It's Black Excellence. Yeah, you know it ain't no half-stepping when reppin' for Black Excellence. Just the perfectionist perfecting shit. Don't shoot the messenger. Shit, I mean I'm here cause I care and it's rare you get a real nigga to come reflect with you. They told me step it up, Ran. You see I'm catching up when actually I laughed them. It just appears that they next to us. I hope my testament motivate all the rest of us. I know it's hard when only thing definite is deafness. Just around the corner, only thing left is where and when. Black Glock 40, I carry it like my heritage. Just a young black king born in America. Let them tell it, half nigga, half terrorist. You know I'm all for my people, you can't leverage me. My chick ghetto, my head nappy like Pat Beverly's. Young and focused, that's something they wanna never see. Dang, but back to the proceedings this evening. They told us that we worthless and we seem to believe them. Watch the government turn niggas to kingpins. It's deep, man, and they creep in when your back to the wall and you deep in. You know the best offense is always a good defense. And the ones that talk about it ain't active, they just speaking. If you gon' play the role, we need actions, no more preachers. Charging at the door just to hear what the Lord speak. If I'm here, so that's more reason. Cause we coming in, we leave in the breeze like the Four Seasons. I hear these other rappers, they clear but ain't cohesive. They words ain't got no meaning. It's like throwing a Mac in the oven with no cheese in. Don't care how long it took you to cook it, I won't eat it. Yeah, nah, nigga, I'm more seasoned. Black excellence, black liberty, black businesses that got it out the mud and expect them to have anything. All black mansions for acres with black residents. And word to Barack, we need more than one black president. More black men getting free when they lack evidence. More black queens for that nourishment, encouragement. Black lawyers and black judges, a black government. And less non-blacks benefiting from black struggling. Ain't no half-stepping, we're repping for black excellence. Just the perfectionist perfecting shit. Don't shoot the messenger. Shit, I mean it's clear that I'm here cause of the work that I put in. Go check my references. This shit was heaven sent. My nigga, this Black Excellence. My nigga, this Black Excellence.
Black Excellence, Maserati Ram, Facts Gang 7.
Yeah.
And listen, go check them out, man. Go check them out, definitely. What's up, everybody, man? It's Friday. And you are now tuned into the morning meeting only on cmpradio.net, man. We're live from the Cultivating Mature Positivity studio. I got two of my brothers in the building, man. OGGO.
Yo, what's up with it? How is everybody? How was the game?
And Coach Buff.
Morning, everybody. What's the deal?
So what's going on, man? What's going on with y'all, man? How was your, how was your weekend? How was your week? How's your week been? Right, we out here working in the community, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, daily grind. It wasn't too heavy lifting this week. We ain't really had too much going on. Bad. I mean, we ain't had nothing we had to get into and step into this week, so that was cool. And, we got the G-Line program. We got that up and running, and we starting to get guys in that, so mentoring with them and working with them, so we got that up and running this week, so. Yeah.
I took a meeting. Well, I had a meeting with Chester Biddy. Chester Biddy had a meeting. Shout out to Chester Biddy and everything they doing in the community.
Yeah.
Biddy set to open the beginning. I think the 5th
of January.
February. 5th of February. But we on track. Now, I mean, it's a lot of things going on positive with them. And it was good to hear from them. Yeah. I'm getting stronger every day. I mean, I'm recovering from back surgery, so I'm getting stronger every day. Yeah. It's positive, man. It's good, like talking to P, and I gotta talk to you after the show. Nah, it ain't nothing like that. Interest, content's interest. Right. All right, something like that. Somebody got in touch with me and wanted me to get in touch with you, and I told them I would. Yeah.
Well, they can find me. Why is everybody scared?
See, because he not from Chester. He not from Chester. You know what I mean, he's a community advocate out of Philadelphia that does extensive work in Delaware County. Okay. I was on a conference call, right, and they noticed that I was in the station, and I told them what we do here and what you do, right, and he was interested because they got similar messages. They cultivate positivity, right, and he wanted to talk to you about how could he, get down.
Absolutely.
Basically.
Well, more hands make light work, bro. Unity makes strength, right? So I
shout out to Anol J.
Right, I'm definitely down for that. Bring them over to CMP. You know, I tell everybody all the time, man, bring your energy, you feel me? Keep your attitudes at home, you feel me? And just look forward to working. We're going to get into our first affirmation of the day. I am choosing to change my thoughts, images, and behaviors to respond differently and to produce better outcomes. I'm going to say it again. I am choosing to change my thoughts, images, and behaviors to respond differently and produce better outcomes. That's P's affirmation of the day, man. We're going to say that at least 3 or 4 more times throughout the show. Make sure you stay tuned. Man, share this live one time for the one time, man. It's the fellas, man, and we up here and we talking about accountability, man. That's the topic of the day. But we're going to get into these news stories. Yep, P's going to read news stories.
P's news stories.
P's news stories.
We are now entering P's news stories.
You think that's funny?
No, I'm saying that's the segment.
You
It's
starting
P's.
already?
It's P's news stories. Like that's the segment. Like
All right, whatever, man. Ben Roethlisberger is retiring, man.
yeah,
At 39 years old, it's time to hang up his cleats. Would you agree? You're a Ravens
Good
fan.
riddance.
You say good riddance?
Good riddance.
damn.
Nah, it ain't Ben. It ain't nothing to do with Ben as a player. It's just like the quality of football has went down from Pittsburgh, and it's like letting people. The AFC is kind of falling off because Pittsburgh ain't Pittsburgh. Right. But Ben, I mean, bye Ben.
Damn, that was harsh.
I'm keeping it 100. I like football. I'm a coach, Coach Buff.
Yeah.
How about you, Ravens fan?
I mean, you know, I respect him. You know what I mean? He was a warrior, so like we used to go hard again. You know what I mean? So yes, you know. Time for the new, I guess, though. But you know, he getting old, man. You know, can't do it like he used to.
He definitely can't do it like he used to. So the longtime Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback announced his retirement on Thursday, saying it was time to clean out my locker, hang up my cleats after 18 years, 2 Super Bowls, and countless team records, and a spot in the Hall of Fame, all but secure. Right? I don't know how to put it into words, what the game of football has meant to me and what a blessing it has been. Roethlisberger, who is 39 years old, he said this in a video message, but I know with confidence I have given my all to the game. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for what it has given me. The much-anticipated decision came less than 2 weeks after Pittsburgh's lopsided loss to Kansas City in the first round of the postseason, and the 12th time in Roethlisberger's career that the Steelers reached the playoffs. Do they have a backup quarterback?
They got
Michael Vick?
no
Nah, Michael Vick.
ball.
So Michael Vick, that's my guy.
The other brother.
I ain't.
Used to play for Washington.
Not Griffin.
No, nah.
After him.
From Ohio State.
Yeah. He
one
up
of
there.
them brothers.
He's supposed to be battling out with the white ball for the job next year.
Man,
They
listen.
gonna draft him.
I don't believe the last part of that. Can you read the last part, just the very last part of that article again?
I said they reached the playoffs 12 times.
Not that, about Ben.
What? But I know with confidence that I've given my all to the game. I am overwhelmed with gratitude for what it has given me.
Nah, that's cool. It was a little more. You got a little more.
The much anticipated decision came less than 2 weeks after Pittsburgh lopsided loss to Kansas City in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, nah, he been knew he was done. He been knew he was done. That's the part. B, that's the part that I was. Gio, that's the part I was tripping on when he was reading it. All that. It came to the end. I knew it was over at the lopsided win. Nah. Ben was throwing the ball in the dirt 2 years ago.
Yeah, though. But at the same time, Peyton Manning was throwing the ball in the dirt at
They
the
two
end of
different
his
people.
shit too. What I'm saying is, it ain't over till we get our ass whooped this last time. Then I know it's over.
Nah, listen.
Put a run together.
I'm cool with what he did because I'm an Eagles fan. All right, so holding on too long and the Pittsburgh holding on too long was perfectly fine with me. You see what I'm saying? Because I got shout out to my cousin-in-law, shout out to Musa, you know what I mean? Shout out to Tawfiq. I know it's Pittsburgh mainstays I can jump on for Ben staying too long. But how you do it is you bring the young ball in.
I mean,
you bring them in.
I mean, you are an Eagles fan. You are used to heartache and pain and not winning. So
Nah, you can't.
You can't relate.
Hold,
you can't relate
solid.
to
Hold,
a winner like him. He is a
hold,
winner. You don't relate. I'm just saying, you like the Eagles. Like,
Hold.
You don't relate to winning and
He
having
won,
successful
When was
years.
Ben's last Super Bowl?
The man won a lot.
When was his last Super Bowl?
He won 2 Super Bowls.
When was his last one?
Bro, he won a lot. Bro.
When was his last one?
I don't know the years.
I
I'm
do.
not a fan.
will because I said, listen, I
Then
know.
why
Now,
don't you just say it?
hold on. I didn't say it because I don't want to seem on the show like I'm a know-it-all.
Right.
It's a difference between a know-it-all and somebody arguing a point and they know the answer to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Ben, 2010, bro. Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, he won a long time ago. And he threw, like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? We should have let Ben just float out. Because I got an argument.
What we doing?
All right, we're going to let Ben float out.
We letting him float out.
Congratulations, Ben, on retirement.
Congratulations, Ben. We sat here and we talked about this brother right here. Philadelphia man cleared after 37 years in prison. He has his lawyers and
So
he is
we not gonna talk
suing
about him taking booze.
the city. He's suing the city, right? A Philadelphia man who served 37 years in prison in a case tainted by perjured testimony was cleared of the murder on Thursday and then sued the city over his 1984 conviction. Willie Stokes left prison earlier this month after a federal judge found prosecutors never disclosed that they had charged his chief accuser with perjury after the trial. The witness said he was offered sex and drugs at police headquarters to frame Stokes in an unsolved 1980 dice game slang. I'm not bitter. I'm just excited to move forward. Stokes, 60 years old, told the Associated Press after a brief morning court hearing when prosecutors announced they would not seek to retry the case. More than 100 people have been exonerated and released from prison in recent years in Pennsylvania, according to Marissa Boyers Bluestein of the University of Pennsylvania Law School, the former executive director of the Pennsylvania Innocence Project. None served more time than Stokes. How much money do you think he's going to get?
He gonna get a few mil. But, bro, he was up there with us.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm talking about, used to, he heavy on the boxing tip. You know what I'm saying? He was on that boxing team, trainer, all that joint. Yeah, he was up there when we was up there. I know, dude. Yeah, he gonna get a few million.
Damn.
Easy.
Shout out to the morning meeting starting on time. You are absolutely right, Dante Hollis. We appreciate that, man.
You know, but you always got some shit.
Who?
Yo, there ain't enough money in the world.
Shout out to the morning meeting
For him?
starting on time.
Yeah, not for 37 years, bro.
It is enough money. What he gonna get? That's enough.
It gotta be. You gotta take it.
there
It's
you
better
go.
than nothing. They was giving you nothing. They was just giving.
$37 million.
Yeah, but that
$1 million for every year.
all right. But the whole time, man, like to me, it's deeper than the money. You see what I'm saying? Like everything. Like they got somebody to set him up. You see what I'm saying? Then they prosecuted the person that they used to set him up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like all that is way past. Like that's past like accident or lie or my eyesight lied on me. You see what I'm saying? It's a malice to that. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't know what he did and who he pissed off. You see what I'm saying? But it was a malice behind somebody setting him up and getting him convicted and letting him do that 37 years.
Damn. Well, he deserved $37 million. Let's get it, man. We have, yesterday I was watching on Netflix. I don't think it was Netflix. It was a documentary about. You remember the young man that died in Florida? They said he fell inside the tube and he asphyxiated himself. He died.
I don't remember.
Not being able to breathe. So Kendrick Johnson, sheriff says investigation into Georgia high school athlete's death is a witch hunt, right? And Louds County Sheriff Ashley Polk said the lengthy investigation into the death of a high school wrestler 9 years ago determined it was accidental and there was no foul play. Polk released a synopsis of the case file of 17-year-old Louds County high school student Kendrick Johnson. The teen's body was found in January 2013 in an upright wrestling mat. The case was reopened in March 2021. The investigation synopsis states classmates found Johnson. The coach found out he was dead and contacted emergency personnel. So when I was watching this documentary, they brought up Emmett Till. You feel me? And then they got to talking about the way they used to hang us and the 14-year-olds that they hung and the people that, so it had me thinking a lot about, we're in Georgia, kind of close to Florida, right? The Georgia-Florida line, right? So it was like, man, evidence in Kendrick Johnson's death investigation, right? In 2013, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations ruled Johnson's death an accident, determining the cause was asphyxia. 3 years later, the federal officials, they closed the case. So it's a concern for cover-up. Are they covering up something? What are they doing? And it's like, how does a 17-year-old man get himself inside of a wrestling mat? You ever seen a wrestling mat rolled up?
Absolutely.
how does he fit himself in that?
Can't.
I would think you have to be rolled up into that joint.
Yeah.
You feel me? After you're already dead. So he was beat up. They showed pictures of his face, bro. It's not asphyxia. You know,
I mean, or maybe he was rolled up in that motherfucker while he was alive.
still, it
You know how
can't.
big the mats is, and once you roll it, like, you can't get out that motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, but they saying is that it was an accident.
okay.
And that's what P like ain't nowhere in the world was an accident. He ended up in a wrestling match.
Right, and he was beat up when they showed the pictures of it. I was gonna post the pictures of his face, but I ain't want to. I ain't
Nah,
wanna
we
do
don't
all
need
that,
that
man.
this
Like
morning.
literally, I'm not gonna say Emmett Till. His pictures look worse than Johnson's, but Johnson looked almost as bad. Like bruises all on his face, lips all busted. How do you get that from asphyxiation? Now, how you gonna sit there and say my child died from a lack of air, but he got bruises on his face?
See, but that
Because they said, like I just said, they saying he was beat up and rolled into the
they
joint
not,
alive.
Gio.
They're not saying that
They
he was
saying he
beat up.
suffocated to death.
Whatever. I'm saying he was rolled up in there while he was alive. That's the point I'm making.
Right.
That's why they saying he died of asphyxiation. They saying he was alive at the point when he went or got rolled up or however he got in there.
No, they saying he rolled in there himself,
Alright.
put himself in there,
That's their
landed on his
story.
head.
That's their story.
Right.
And I say somebody rolled
All
him
right,
up in the
this is
motherfucker.
what this is like topic of the show stuff, man. Even going back to the first segment, not the first segment, but one of the news stories, the 37 and the prosecution. Everything is about accountability.
Right.
Like he deserved 37 million without a shadow of a doubt. I'm saying no money, but what I mean by no money is somebody should be held accountable for that. They did
Somebody
something
should
to
go
that
to
man.
jail.
Yeah, because they
Fucked his
basically
life up.
man kidnapped him for 37 years.
But that's what they do to us, though. Because we don't have anybody backing us. We don't have any.
See,
money
all
backing
right.
us.
Now, a lot of times we kidnap ourselves too. Kidnap yourselves. Like you playing a game, and it's a game you playing, and it's consequences to the game you playing. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You programmed to fall bait, like follow the bait. But once you follow it, it's a decision, man. It's a decision. That's my opinion.
Gio,
What?
nothing. Got time for your shit.
What?
We got Kobe Bryant, man. Gianna Bryant statue placed at the site of the helicopter crash, 2-year anniversary of death. Statue of Kobe and Gianna Bryant appeared at the site of the helicopter crash that killed the NBA legend, his daughter, and 7 others in 2020. On the 2-year anniversary of their untimely deaths, they put a statue in that place, man. I think it's a beautiful tribute to his life and his daughter's life and the other people that were in an accident. What y'all think about it?
Oh, they said that's coming down.
Yeah, that's why I'm sorry. It's temporary.
That's coming down. They said that yesterday.
Yeah, they said it was temporary. P.
That's a little joint. They was trying to make that site like a memorial site and do other stuff there. Calabasas said,
Why?
because they said no. They not putting that shit there. flat out. Like they said no.
Yeah, you ain't going to, like, listen, these
That's what I
multi-million-dollar homes and these celebrities living comfortable with no smog and all that, y'all not going to turn this into no tourist attraction.
And we not about to have all these people pulling up
Yeah.
here all the time, man. They said no. I better put that down L.A. somewhere.
In Coatesville, PA, man, we got a man that followed a woman home, shot her after she bumped into him at the grocery store.
Hold up. Not to jump past the Kobe thing real quick. Did y'all see Dwayne Wade child in the Kobe thing?
Nah, I don't know.
In the Kobe dress?
Uh-uh.
Talking about you honoring Kobe and Gianna? You ain't see it? I gotta send it to you. Yeah, it's on his Instagram. He got the dress on, I mean, a Kobe like jersey dress they done made, and this flower dress thing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask your opinion on it. Did you?
Oh, what?
I wanted to ask your opinion on the dress. I was gonna send it to you, but I ain't sent it. Go ahead, my fault. I'm just saying, I was gonna ask your
You
opinion.
see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about from? Right.
What you talking about?
I mean, you bringing up stuff that you ain't even sent to me.
I forgot. I just seen it this morning. I was rushing this morning.
So how do you feel about it?
I don't like it.
Why not?
You know how I don't like it, bro. I don't like seeing boys like that, bro. I don't like accepting boys like that. I don't like it. I don't think that's dope. How about you, bro? Son wearing a dress.
You said how I feel about what?
No, because that's what he was like.
Nah, how you feel about what? It was a way. I like the alley-oop, but I'm listen, man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna run from it, Gio. I like the alley-oop, but the whole
just
time, man, listen, man. How I feel about it, to be honest, I wouldn't want my son to make that life choice. But, and when I say but, man, listen, man, that's his life choice. You see what I'm saying? You asked me, I can't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? Can't do nothing about it. So the whole time, the thing is, like, man, like,
Be careful.
listen, I'm gonna say it like this. The thing would be like, man, I had to cross that bridge when it come, if it come. You see what I'm saying? Because I got my own, like my views are stemmed in my religion. You see what I'm saying? And his religion can't be my religion if that's his life choice. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't go together. So he's still my son. You see what I'm saying? He's still my son. So at that point, man, I got to deal with it as it come. I don't know, and I don't want to sit up here in front like, man, I just don't know.
I remember working over Jersey, and the topic came up, and I was like, nah, at that point, I wasn't understanding why people would make decisions like that. So the question was, would you love your son any less if he was gay? And for me, it was like, yeah, just a little bit. Like, I'm just keeping it a bean. Like, you're not who I want you to be. Your behavior. So I would. But now, since I want to say, since I've gone through everything that I've gone through. Nah, I wouldn't love him any different. I would just ask him to definitely dress as a man when he's around me. You feel me?
You can't change people, P.
I was not allowed to sell drugs and come into my
Guess what I was
grandmother's
about to say?
All right, but you didn't come around.
Listen,
Go ahead,
I was
go ahead,
not
bro.
allowed to go in my grandmother's house with drugs on me or a gun on me. I wasn't allowed to sit there and come in the house smelling like marijuana. What I did outside, if I did it outside, I stayed outside with it. So I'm asking him to show me the same respect.
That's two different things.
No, it's not.
It is, bro.
Bro, it
is, bro. It is, bro. Listen, because I'm gonna argue with P. You see what I'm saying? I just told you I don't know how I would feel about it, but I'm telling you.
Let me say something though. You that's your son, and you gotta be accepting of him.
I didn't say I gotta be accepting of him. I said I still love my son.
Right, you still love him.
Yeah.
And you gonna accept him for what he is, right?
I said I don't know. I said I gotta love my son. I love my son. I can't
How do you still love him and not accept him?
I didn't say nothing about acceptance.
But you said love him. So when you said you still love him, I automatically put that you accept.
Oh, you
him.
can't automatically pit nothing.
So how can you love something?
You can't
and not
automatically
accept
listen.
it?
You can't automatically pit anything. You see what I'm saying? Because I already said I don't know.
I mean, I'm asking you a question specifically. How can you say that I love something but not accept it?
Easy. Easy. Listen, I'm explaining it because I nurtured him. All right, when he didn't have the cognitive thinking pattern, I instilled what I thought that he was my moral compass in him. Mm-hmm. See, that's what we get caught up in because a lot of times people say, "Man, my grandmother and them did it this way, my grandfather and them did it that way." So I'm gonna teach my son how I wanted him to be raised in my likeness and mold him and guide him and warn him. But when he get to the age where he say, nah, Dad, this is what I like and this is what I'm doing, I already developed a love for him. I loved him his whole life. You see what I'm saying? And just because he decided to do something illegal or wrong, that's like saying if your son run and rob a liquor store. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna send him no money upstate. You see what I'm saying? He made a decision. I don't condone a decision, but he's still my son. You see what I'm saying? Like, I still love him.
I didn't say anything about condone.
All right.
Condoning and accepting are two different things.
What you think about that one, P?
They're two different things.
Yeah, condoning and accepting.
Condoning and accepting are two different things. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to explain that one to me.
I can accept you for who you are, that you a gangster, that you run the street. I can accept that.
All right.
But I don't have to condone your behavior.
We just said the same thing, Gio.
No, what I'm saying is it's totally different. So when I ask you if you love him, how do you not accepting his behavior? You are accepting it if you still love him.
No,
you can.
Bro.
So okay. So
no, that's like a woman cheating on you, bro. You don't condone it, but you love her, bro.
So what you telling me is once you love something, it can't come to a point where you don't love it anymore?
That's not what I'm saying.
And you don't. So therefore, what I'm saying is if you still currently love it, you accepting it.
Gio, listen, it ain't that black and white, bro. Like you, it's not that concrete.
really
and Mike,
is.
it's not. It's not that concrete.
I'm just sorry I can't see this dress.
Listen, it's
dress
not
can't-
that
Hold
concrete.
on, let me, bro.
I'm gonna let him find the dress.
It's
I'm gonna
too
let
late
Gio
now.
find the dress,
It's
and
too
I'm gonna
late
explain
now,
my
but we
point.
can't put it out here for the people. We
It
want
ain't-
the
it
people
ain't
to
too-
be able to
I'm
see
it
it.
explaining
too
my
late.
point. I'm explaining my point.
Talk
And the way I arrived at my point. The way I arrived at my point is because, all right, in a tormented love, right? Your heart wants what your heart wants. The heart wants what the heart wants is strong muscle. The whole time, man, it could be the worst thing for you, man. I'm talking about you. They take your money, they mess your credit up, they crash your car, they treat your kids dirty.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, man, your heart, the muscle, loves that person unconditionally, man, and you just love it. You just love it. You love them. You fall victim to their behaviors.
My turn.
That's too many bad
My turn.
situations.
But what I'm saying is, it get that deep for some
Is
people.
it my turn?
Go ahead.
Allow me to retort.
No doubt.
Stop loving with your heart and love with your brain. Like you don't love with your heart. You thinking wrong right there, even thinking that this piece of thing, whatever this is, got anything to do with how you feel.
Oh yeah. Now,
Think
now,
with
now,
love with your brain.
all right.
Love with your brain.
Now you can think out it, but love is
Yeah.
love, bro.
No.
Love is love, bro.
Bro,
Love is love,
no,
man.
See, that's what people,
love is love.
No,
It-
that's what people think,
Nah,
and this is
bro.
how. This is what this concept of what people think love is, bro, is what allows somebody to sit and take constant abuse, punishment, disrespect, or whatever from their mate.
And we're talking about a child.
This-
We're talking
No.
about a child.
I'm-
we
no,
can't-
what I'm saying- what
it's
I'm-
different.
no,
It's-
bro.
Stop. Wait.
Go ahead.
It's different love
thought we
for
wasn't
your
talking over
child
people.
than a mate.
See, but what I'm
You know
saying
what
is,
I'm
when
saying?
I
Like,
make
what
it,
you
I'm
can't-
just
you can't-
what
you
I'm
can't equate
bro,
love.
bro. All I'm saying is the emotion of love, and I'm just using that as an example.
Bro, it's different. The emotion of love is different for your girlfriend than for your son.
see, but what I'm saying is, P, you
No, it's
raise somebody, man. You raise somebody
you
from
raise
an infant, walking, going to school, and then when they become of age, or if they
So your
start,
mom raised you to be a drug dealer,
nah,
but you became one, right?
because I made a decision.
Right. So he made a decision.
But what I'm saying is that my mom didn't stop loving me because I started selling drugs.
I'm not saying.
All right, but that's
A
what you're
little- a
saying.
little bit
No,
she
she
felt-
didn't,
she
bro.
felt
She
some-
didn't, bro. Listen what I'm telling you, bro.
you your
Listen what I'm telling you.
Listen to me.
Listen to what I'm telling you, P. On that note, Gio, they don't, bro. They don't, bro. When it come down to the come down, man, who you think was coming to get me when I got in trouble, bro?
Your mom,
Exactly.
because she loves you.
Exactly.
Right. Who came to get me? My mother.
Exactly.
Because she loved me.
Exactly.
That don't mean she didn't question whether or not she.
We said stop loving, bro. The whole topic of this segment was stop loving your child because they decided to change an alternate lifestyle, and you can equate it to selling drugs.
Bro, what I'm saying, even going back to that, bro, is I'm not accepting of that, and I'm not dealing with it. I'm not doing nothing with it. I'm not touching it. I'm not fucking with it, flat out. So, like, let's get to that. Like, I'm just gonna say where I stand on it. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not associating with it. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with him. Period.
All right.
Like that's me. So like I don't know how other people feel, and I love my son. See what I'm saying? But I'm not accepting in that.
But the love stopped.
I'm not accepting in that.
And
I'm
then that's
not
when you
fucking
stop
with
loving
him.
him. As soon as you make that
I'm
decision,
not-
you
I'm
don't
not-
stop
I'm
loving
not-
him.
I'm not fuck-
Say it. As soon as you make that
I'm not
decision, I'm
fucking
stopping
with him.
loving him.
No.
That's
Soon
my
as he-
whole thing,
Soon as he makes the decision, I'ma stop fucking with him.
You stop loving him.
No, that's gonna happen.
Oh,
You
all right.
understand?
All right, all
like
right.
that's why I use
I understand
the
what you're saying. I
relationship.
understand what you're saying now.
You see what I'm
Over
saying?
time, the love is
it's gonna stop.
All right, I understand what you're saying. I understand.
When you not fucking with somebody, checking in on them, worrying about them, bro, that shit gonna wane. That feeling gonna wane. How it's not gonna wane? Come on, man. But me, that's just me, bro. I'm not accepting of that behavior. I'm not.
No
going
doubt.
for it. Yeah, that's just not where that's gonna be.
But that was nice, man. We just jumped in
but
and
I
threw
said- but I
that
seen you, though.
filler. That was filler though. We just jumped in on some.
I'm not mean.
That was Gio
No,
showing
the filler, though.
10 o'clock,
Nah, though, but
and
check
then
it.
talking about the show.
Nah, though, but check
we
it,
said
though.
9:30.
She
What time
said-
you get here?
She said I was being mean. I'm being mean. See, that's the thing. When your opinion differ, from the norm or what people think it's supposed to be, you being mean.
See, but we got to
I'm not
also
being
be
mean.
socially, politically correct, and
No,
you don't
you
want to
don't.
offend and hurt
No, you
nobody. That's
don't.
your house, man. There's
No,
other
you
people out
don't.
there. What if your doctor? What if you go to the hospital, man, and the whole time they lean over top of you, man, and the doctor has an alternate lifestyle? I want another doctor.
What does that have to do with
He's the
him?
only doctor on call, Mr. Gio.
What does that have to do with him fixing me? I said my son.
Oh, no doubt. You're right.
I can't judge your choices in your life.
No doubt. So it's okay for everybody but your son.
That's their choice. That's my son.
This your son's choice.
My job is to guide my son.
And he went left.
And I'm not supposed to stand for that. Just like I'm not supposed to stand for it if he go left going out in the street. I know this behavior is wrong.
So you turn your back on your kid if he goes.
I know this behavior is wrong.
So you turn your back on him. What you're saying is you could turn your back on your son for being gay and turn your back on him for being in the street. That's what you're saying.
You saying could I turn my back on him for being in the street? Absolutely not.
Well, then you're contradicting what you just
Absolutely.
said.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Shout out to Gio, man. Shout out to Gio, man.
Absolutely not.
Let's talk. Let's finish this news so we can get into your topic. Right? A Pennsylvania man followed a woman home, shot at her after she bumped him at a grocery store. Coatesville. Authorities are searching for a Pennsylvania man who allegedly followed a woman home, opened fire on her after she bumped into him at a grocery store. According to investigators, a woman in her 20s was at a Coatesville market on East Lincoln Highway Wednesday when she accidentally bumped into another shopper. Police said that man, later identified as 26-year-old Monel Coleman, became irate and threatened to shoot the woman even after she apologized. Coleman allegedly followed the woman home less than a block away from the store and fired multiple shots as she stood at the front door. The woman was grazed by a bullet, and her brother, who was inside the property, was struck by gunfire. Wow. She was treated at the scene, and her brother was taken to Paoli Hospital, police said. Coleman was not at his last known address in Coatesville City, but authorities searched the property and found evidence of the crime. He has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder, aggravated assault, and other offenses. That's crazy.
Yeah, mental health is real.
That's crazy. She bumped into you. She didn't hit your car hard. She just bumped into you a little bit. Damn. We got 2 carjackings down in Delaware, man. Women carjacked at different Wawas on consecutive days, police say. Authorities in Delaware are investigating a pair of carjackings that happened outside of 2 different Wawa locations. According to investigators, 2 women who were sitting outside the convenience store on the 2600 block of Philadelphia Pike early Saturday morning when a pair of suspects ripped open the door. Police say the carjackers told the victims to get out of the car. They were too slow. They struck the 56-year-old woman in the head with a handgun. The suspects, who police figure are about between 15 and 25 years old, took off in a silver Mazda 3. The woman who was struck during the attempted carjacking required treatment at a nearby hospital and was later released. Less than 24 hours later, police say a 63-year-old woman was pumping her gas at a Wawa along Brookhaven Plaza. Wow. The 3 men in a ski mask stole her keys and took off in her black 2011 Chevy Malibu. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Be careful, man. If you're at the Wawa, man, go to the Wawa with your grandma. Ask your grandma if she needs gas. It's cold outside anyway. We should be doing these things anyway, man. That ends the news story. Yesterday we had an interview with Senator John Kane. Did that around 12 o'clock. That's live on cmpradio.net. We about to get into the news story. The story, the accountability part of the morning meeting. Again, let's get this affirmation out. I am choosing to change my thoughts, images, and behaviors to respond
That's John
differently
Kane.
That's who?
John Kane.
and produce better outcomes. Say it again.
I was saying, who was that on the screen?
That's Senator John Kane.
Keep my opinion.
Say it again.
No, I was just saying what I was thinking. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Why would you keep it to yourself?
Nah, go ahead. Continue.
Was thinking something crazy?
More than likely. Go ahead.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's how my mind works, bro. I'm sorry. You flash me an image, I think of some silly shit.
So the other day we were in here talking about it's a video out right now of Adam Youssef. He's a Chester police officer.
Adam
Yusuf.
Okay.
Right.
So he not white.
I mean, the guy in the video. You saw the video, right?
No, I'm saying he not white. This guy Adam Yusuf, right?
I don't know what he is.
I was just asking. My fault.
What do you think he is?
I didn't think with
Police
that
officer.
name he would be white. But go ahead.
Well, what is he then?
I
Is he
don't
black?
know. I don't know. Fucking Pakistani or some shit like that. Like,
Egyptian?
Yeah, some shit like that. I don't know. But go
I'll
ahead.
put it there. And here's the video of him deciding to do what he did, right?
What'd you say, my man?
Was I gonna say something? Boy, was I thinking something? Boy, was I? Oh my God.
No, your microphone is on, right?
But I'm not gonna say it out loud. What I was
But you mumbling what you were saying.
No, I was talking to him. I said, you said, what was I thinking? What was that?
That was Adam Yusuf.
Can we say it one more time?
Damn, looked like he was ready to die. Who was
I've
he?
seen it 30 times.
What'd you say, my man?
I did see it. I showed it to y'all. We were sitting right there on Wednesday.
When you showed me that? Man, show me again, bro. Like, I don't remember.
Y'all just want to play, bro.
I'm not playing.
Nah, we want to say it again. I want to say it again because we had sound when you showed me, and we was talking about a clip and what he said and what he didn't say. And right now, I
Well,
just
we know
see
what he said.
What did he
Let's get
say?
into that.
So what's up, my Ned?
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying. Why I'm saying why you not playing it like the whole way.
oh,
Like you were saying to me.
he said what?
Oh, my fault. I ain't got it on. Right. My fault. I apologize.
What he say?
We don't have the sound on. My fault. But go ahead. So what he say? I apologize, bro. I ain't on my
You
game.
heard me say what he said.
Nah, say it again, bro.
I want to be outraged again, P.
Why?
Because
He wanna
it's
be
outrageous.
What he
What
say?
is outrageous? If you know what he said, why is it outrageous?
Because the
we
people
asking
might
you
not
what he
know.
said.
We showing them a
What he
clip.
said.
Listen, we showing the people a
heard what
clip.
he said.
We showing the people a clip, and he just joined up with a firearm, bro.
Nah,
We don't hear.
He got the sound on there, bro.
Oh, all right.
They hear it.
All right,
People
my
heard,
fault.
the people heard what
Oh,
he
no
said.
doubt. Then you ain't gotta repeat it. If the people heard it, then you ain't gotta repeat that.
I didn't.
I apologize. I apologize. Don't
I
repeat.
didn't hear
What'd you
it.
say, my Ned? That's what he said.
Yes,
What'd
I
you say,
didn't
my
hear
Ned?
it. I wanted him to play it again for me so I could hear it. I didn't hear it. But okay.
So what's the question about?
Accountability, bro.
Word.
Is that acceptable behavior from someone that is supposed to be upholding? When we look at police officers, are they above the law or are they beneath the law, upholding the law?
They are not above the law, but they're held to a higher standard
A higher standard by who?
by the people who put them in place, the people that they protect and serve. Us. Higher standard is I expect you to do your job. If your job is to protect me, I expect you to protect me.
Okay. I mean, but he wasn't working then.
True.
So what's the outrage that he not on duty or he not work, or
because
he not
that's
or
that-
he no, or he not outside?
It ain't really about being outside. It's about being held to a higher standard. Now, the higher standard comes in like our expectations and what we expect from our kids. If we want our athletes to conduct themselves in their off life as role models, how can you not expect a civil servant to do as well?
That's outside. Nobody knows where the nose goes when the door is closed. Like we in the house or we in a
Nobody
room.
knows.
But if
what
we
it was.
do though, because we wouldn't be having this conversation. That was a great metaphor. Say it again.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows where the nose goes when the door is closed. See what I'm saying?
See-
so what we got going on behind this door ain't for public consumption.
But it
You know what I'm
was
saying?
because
And even but that's with anybody, with everybody, bro. We all, and that's just to say that we all do and say shit when we behind doors that we don't say in public.
True.
Or at least a lot of people do. I say a lot
True.
of shit,
I think
same
everybody
shit out.
do.
I say a lot of the same shit out in public, but real shit. But
All right, I get that.
You know, but that's the consensus. You feel
Yeah.
me? We don't really expose a lot of stuff that we do on the inside. So him being a human being, I can't be like that on him either. If that's how you talking or joking in the house, and when you outside, you not acting that same way. You acting in a professional manner.
see, but the problem is,
I don't know it. I don't know that to be true.
but the problem is, it got out.
right.
It's cool if it would have stayed in because it's your turtle shell. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows what's inside the turtle shell until the head come out. But once the head come out, we see it and it's like, okay, you gotta get what everybody else got.
Yeah, but I don't find that to be offensive.
All right.
I see these skits on TikTok and shit all day.
Comedians doing it, or police doing it.
Regular people doing them. Everybody doing them. I see cops doing skits on TikTok. What I'm just saying is I don't find that to be outrageous as the point of outrage for me to be like, oh my God, he got to lose his job or some shit like that. You feel me? I don't believe that to be the case.
So if this was, because Devin Knox just said the outrage is because he is not black. If this was a black officer, would we be as outraged?
Bro, how?
Who be outraged?
Okay, he said.
Who the people?
Listen, the whole time, if it was a black officer, listen to me, because the whole time, that whole thing, like, it's me, but the whole thing is, I just want to get an understanding before I retort what was just said. If it's a black officer and he say, yo, white something and draw a weapon, it's going to be outrage. Outrage. Right. This ain't outrage. We talking about this chopping it up. You see what I'm saying?
No, it is outrage. The shit been shared. It been.
I'm talking about national, bro. National, bro. I'm talking about national. I'm talking about if you got a black officer.
It's national on Facebook.
Man, I'm talking national in NBC national.
Oh no, they don't care about those things forever.
Exactly, bro.
But we're talking about it now.
That's where the outrage. We was talking about consensus on outrage.
Right.
Okay. What I'm saying is, your outrage is misplaced. It's misdirected. There's plenty more shit for you to be outraged about than somebody saying my name.
True.
I'm just saying.
True.
Some shit you hear all day, every day, that your son say, your daughters be fucking saying. Like, there's some shit you hear every day. So, like, you telling me that's the point because he not black?
No, I'm telling you the point is.
I'm saying that's what the question was. And
the
I don't
point
even know.
is, he took a civil service test, and when you take a civil service test, it says that you go right down the middle. I go right down the middle. You see what I'm saying? I'm not racist. I don't have nothing to get this people. I don't have nothing to get that people. So that's why you can hold me to a higher standard.
What does "what's up, my nigga" have to do with him being racist?
I didn't say racist.
So you saying he got to be down the middle?
I said you gotta have you're getting count. They give you the test to see if you can be held at a higher standard. It's not that you're not racist, or it's defining if you're racist or it's not. It's can you be trusted? And that is a breach of trust right then and there. Like it is, because you wouldn't tell them on the interview that, man, when I'm in my playtime and in my crib, I put my gun out and say the N-word sometimes and expect to get the job.
True. So Devin,
bro, who asked you some shit like that, bro?
Asked you some shit like what?
Who asked you questions like that at a job?
This isn't a regular job,
bro.
You're a cop.
All right, so who asking them? So
you, I got asked in an interview. This is a true story. All right, I'll let him go first.
So you telling me they asking the cops, are you racist?
No, I'm telling you, they want to know if you can mentally handle stressful situations.
What does him, again, bro, that's what I mean about the misplaced outrage. What the hell does that have to do with him policing and policing correctly? Because in a room somewhere.
So when is the right turn?
When he was joking with his homies.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna say, and this is not the last, because this is the show, right? But when the right time to say that word?
There's never a right time to say it.
So why is it not a consequence for saying it and being on film saying it?
Bro,
if it's not a right time to say it.
Bro, how can you be outraged at somebody saying something that you allow everybody to say to you?
Because he's not from us.
Fuck all that. Let's be clear.
Nah, because we
always talking about accountability, bro. Right. And that's where we going at with the topic today. Bro, how can you be so outraged that somebody said my nigga, bro, and you allow everybody who conversate with you to say it to you?
Okay.
To say it to
you. All right, I'm gonna say
all
it like
the
this.
time.
All right. The first thing I could do, I'm gonna do real quick. The first thing I did.
Service test, Miss Shimona.
Listen,
it's the first test they take.
Listen, so the whole time, don't even worry about that. The whole time, right? The first nickname my family gave me was Buddha. Some of my cousins and aunts still call me Buddha. Hated it.
Right.
Hated it. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to change that. I wanted to change that name, that moniker. I hated it, bro.
What does that have to do with me talking to you? I'm talking about me.
Because it was a term.
Hold up. I'm talking about me. Fuck all that term of endearment shit. We not getting into that. We getting into specifically what he said. If you can allow people to talk to you like that all day, bro, how can you be outraged?
Because I look at certain things people call me and say to me as terms of endearment. You see what I'm saying? Like if somebody was to come up to you and you're a dark-skinned person, they be like, oh, that's my nigga right there, that's black ass. You might not necessarily freak out. You see what I'm saying? But if a stranger,
should you?
Nah, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Nah, because that's your man, that's your friend. Y'all joke like
Because
that.
somebody else, it's a joke when he doing it. But it's not a joke when he doing it.
Nah.
So this is what I'm saying. Get out. I mean, this my.
All right,
thing.
listen to this. Listen to this. If somebody was to go on TV, right, and they say some grand statements about any ethnicity, any organization, any gender, slanderous, it's going to be a backlash to that.
Again,
and we got to hold people accountable for doing us the same way.
What I'm saying is this, bro. You talking some society shit. I don't care how all that work. I'm asking you personally, as a person, an individual, if you can allow people to talk to you like this, you can't stand on this moral high horse and get outraged when somebody else saying it. Like, that makes no sense to me logically, not you personally. I'm saying the individual, you feel me? You on this high horse about some other race or somebody else saying something that you say all day, that everybody else around you say all day, and you justify it by saying it's coming from a space of love, or it's not in a hateful sense. Who said what the fuck he was doing was in a hateful sense? They joking. It sounded like motherfuckers was laughing to me. So, see what I'm saying?
Listen to this. Dave Chappelle said, listen, I'm just gonna quote the motherfucker. Dave Chappelle said, man, he left the Dave Chappelle show because he was doing racy comedy and he couldn't tell if they was laughing with him or at him.
Okay. What about the first 2 seasons he was doing this shit?
It took him a time to realize it,
then,
but he still walked away for 50 M's.
I don't care what he walked away from. He still say it. You see what I'm saying? So,
but I'm not gonna let you say it to me.
But you're not hearing me. That's what I'm saying. You can't be on
So
this
listen,
you on this moral high
Gio,
horse.
listen to this, Gio. If a Caucasian came up to you and said, beep, 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 to your face, that'll put you in a different space, bro.
What'll put me in a different space?
If somebody came up and started using N-words that was a different color and started using N-words directed to you,
okay,
it would put you in a different space. If they wasn't even talking to you and they was talking to a person of color and you was in the proximity and you heard them, it would put you in a different place mentally. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So that's where my conviction comes from.
No, see, I'm different. See,
you wouldn't get mad.
It's how, nigga, I'm gonna get mad if how you say it. What you talking about? It depends how you say nigga to me. If I'm gonna get mad with you.
But see, that's
no. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying.
So the same way with this white person.
Yeah.
It depends how the fuck
see, but
he say
But
it.
that's my point, Gio. Because I wouldn't come up and say it just to anybody. So I would expect you to snap on me if we both brown, but you don't bang with me, and I come up and be like, man, Gio, I expect you to jump in my chest because I don't even know you like that to address you like that.
So is that not the same thing as the white person saying it?
Nah, because if I don't know you like that and I'm across the street, right, and I see a white person talking to Gio crazy, right, using explicitives, racial explicitives, I'm feeling some type of way, bro. I'm feeling some type of way. It be strangers on the internet when they show some stuff and they get treated. Like when that lady was like, I'm calling the cops, the dog, he messing with me. I felt some type of way. I don't know him. Don't know his dog. I'm in Chester here in New York. I felt some type of way.
Yeah. I mean, not me, bro.
All right, no
I
doubt.
don't worry about shit like that.
No doubt.
It's more important. Again, I'm more of a compartmentalizer. It's more important shit for me to be worrying about than some shit like that.
All right, so let's talk about the more important things that you're worried about as it pertains to Officer Yusef. Do you feel as though he can still do his job as a police officer after saying those words? And his job as a police officer is to serve and protect.
Okay.
Do you feel like he can do that to a community that he makes fun of?
Let me answer that by asking you this. Do you think that the way I talk and the things I say, that I'm incapable of doing the mentoring and work and community service and activism that I do in the community? Or you think that I'm unqualified for that now because I comfortably speak like this?
You comfortably speak like that because you come from a fabric of people that you're trying to help, right? You are what those children will become if they don't, if your help doesn't make sense to them. You understand what I'm saying? He's not. He's over here. You didn't even know what he was. I said Yusef. You said, is he? Oh, if he ain't white, what is he? Egyptian? Is he Pakistani?
Yeah, I was just saying
Right.
because of the name.
What he is,
I knew he
right?
wasn't
So
white. Yeah.
automatically, right, to serve and protect as a police officer, I have to hold you accountable. Things that you do, right, then lets me know.
No, the question I'm asking you, like, do you not have to hold me accountable as well then?
You are being held accountable because the whole time you holding yourself to account because you're not going to give a message. You can't give a message if you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Right.
It's not going to be perceived. So you're holding yourself accountable by changing your behaviors.
Absolutely.
So your message can be perceived the way it's supposed to be perceived.
Absolutely.
So you great. You did what you're supposed to do. You great. There ain't nothing wrong with what you're talking about.
But the point I'm trying to make is that is the speech of where we're from. This is,
But he ain't from here.
but he policing here.
But that don't mean nothing. We got to make him live here.
He's from Chichester.
But he,
went to
but he,
Chichester
but
High
he,
School. He
but
had
he,
friends right
and he's
there.
policing here, and he grew up in the
area.
general area around this type of stuff. This is
So
what
it's
I'm
okay.
saying. I'm not saying what's okay and what's not okay. What I'm saying is, it's more shit for me to be out. I'm not outraged by that, bro. That's something that don't get my hair. Like I
Nah,
heard it.
I agree.
I seen
I
the
agree.
video.
I don't get
That's
out. I'm not
something-
outraged.
That's
I'm
not
not
something that
outraged
made the
either.
I'm not
hair
outraged.
I'm
on the
asking
back
about
of my neck go
Nah,
up.
I agree with
We're
Gio. I'm not
asking about
outraged.
We're asking about accountability. Can
Right.
we hold him accountable for the things that he says out of his mouth?
Absolutely.
And I personally, like I said, I don't know his record. I'm taking that off the table. So people might know him and say he's a fucked up cop or whatever.
I don't know him either.
We're operating from a space that he's a good cop. Let's say that. He does
How
cop
many
work.
good cops do we know?
It's anywhere at work, right? If you work for somebody, listen to this. If you're collecting a check and somebody hires you and you're wearing their name or their brand on your chest,
So
you see what I'm
it's very
saying?
disrespectful to point a gun at your friend and you work for the city of Chester.
Listen,
Is
so
it disrespectful if you point a gun at your friend and you don't work for the city of Chester?
listen. So let me just finish my point,
Is
right?
it disrespectful for me to point a gun at you?
Was you playing?
Do you? It's all about that interpretation. Do
Was you
see-
playing?
it's
It
all
wouldn't
about your
matter.
Interpretation. Do you see me as playing?
It wouldn't matter.
Right.
Why it don't matter?
Point
Because
the
if it
gun,
gun-
it
if
can
it
go
go off.
and play.
So all right, so listen to this. So my kid's gonna accept the fact, man, that's my man. He killed your dad by accident. They was cool, dog.
Yeah, nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
What do that got to do with the fact that we playing? Like the outcome of us playing don't got shit to do with the fact that we was playing.
because you're playing don't just because you was playing don't mean you don't be held
I'm
accountable.
gonna say his finger wasn't on the trigger though.
I mean, listen to this. Just because you were playing and joking don't mean you don't be held accountable, bro. It's like you was playing. All right, I'm gonna tell you that story of ultimate accountability. Can I jump ahead a little bit, just a little bit? The story of ultimate accountability is the person that just fell 70 feet trying to take a selfie.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it was a good idea when they did it, but then they didn't think it out too good, then they fell off the cliff. And the ultimate accountability is it was a dumb decision to take a selfie on a cliff, and the ultimate penalty for that was you lost your life.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Consequences, man.
It's consequences to everything. That's
Absolutely.
not the point. The point
But it
is-
wouldn't be
the
none
point
if it
is-
was a joke. If it was a joke that got out of him playing with a gun and everybody didn't say nothing, nobody said nothing, it wouldn't be no consequence. It would be okay. He just did what he was playing.
No, it is a joke and it is playing.
What's the
and
consequence?
It should have been taken
What's
like
the
that.
consequence?
Listen to me for
No
a
doubt,
second.
no doubt, bro.
This is how they fake people out, bro. This is how they get a whole group of people focused over here while shit is going on over here. This is what I mean by this is some shit that people shouldn't even be worrying about, bro. It's too much shit they got going on over here. They just had 4 meetings this week. They done had all types of shit where they putting it out in the open, the slick underhanded shit they doing that ain't nobody worrying about. But they worrying about this dude saying my name. That's the point.
All right, now,
listen.
now I agree with you,
Hold on,
Brady.
hold
I
on.
agree with you.
That's
I'm
the
rocking
point.
with you.
That's the point I've been making. That's the point I'm trying to make. That shit don't.
Gio, why you
register
take
for
all
me.
this time just to say that shit, man?
I've been said it.
No, you should have just said, listen.
That shit
You
don't
should have said, you should have
register for
said,
me,
you should have
bro.
said, you should have
I've
said,
been
you should have
said
said, look, all right, he said what he said.
I've been said
but
that.
this current, whoever they are,
been
got
said
a lot of stuff going on, and we should pay attention to that instead of this.
I thought
But the question was, should he be held accountable for what he said? And I think he should be held accountable, but it's not the most pressing issue that our community is dealing with.
I don't
And
think-
so we can focus. We can put our focus somewhere else.
the
I
point-
agree.
See, if shit like that didn't bother us, we wouldn't even be taking no time thinking about that. a motherfucker playing in their
Man,
room joking.
Listen to this, man. I seen people actually posting stuff like, yo, who was who the best mom between, and they named the characters from the Ghost trilogy.
Okay.
Well, no, wasn't good mom. They talking about Diana. The family was dysfunctional because Diana screened them at the table. But how about the mom got everybody selling and killing for them? You feel me? Like, yo, like come on, yo. Like the misplaced focus is always gonna be the way that people hoodwink the people.
Bro.
That's how they hoodwink the people.
That's why we always stuck, bro. That's why we always where we at, bro. Because we get collectively together and argue and fight for the wrong shit. You see what I'm saying? We get together and get mad and march.
I don't know how Gio did it, but he came out on the other side on this one.
Shit.
That's what he do.
No, this is where I was at the whole time.
I mean, instead of stating his point,
This is where I was at the
from
whole
beginning,
time.
how can we hold him accountable when we do the same damn thing? How can we sit there and say we're mad at him for doing what we do?
And we got so much other stuff going on.
Okay, hold up.
All this
So what
other
y'all
shit
telling
going
me?
on.
So what y'all telling me is 15 minutes ago, y'all ain't hear me say exactly what you just said.
Bro, like ain't nobody saying you didn't say it.
So you saying I should have been said it? I've been said it. 15
See, nah, but
minutes ago.
see, what I'm saying is we went through the whole rabbit hole and foxhole
That was the
of
first thing I
accountability. So I was sticking on the lines of accountability. If you do something wrong, you have to be held accountable because I'm gonna be held accountable, and I'm gonna hold my kids accountable if they do something to you.
So it might not have been the word.
Who said that?
What?
Who said if you do something wrong, you have to be held accountable for it? What world is that? Is that planet Earth?
Ooh, Gio trying this, y'all.
No, I'm
Trying
saying
this.
I'm
He trying
confused.
this.
Is this Earth? Is this Earth we talking about?
I said accountable. It's accountability.
I'm asking on Earth. This
Yeah.
Earth we talking about. That somebody has to be held accountable for their shit. That's what you telling me?
Let me just clarify accountability. Accountability is consequence, bro. It don't have to necessarily mean you get punishment. It's a consequence. That's the nature of the world. Like it's a yin and a yang. If you do something, it's going to affect somebody somehow, and you might can't. They say don't do it unless you can do the time. Because the effect of whatever you just did is going to give you time. So if you can't do it, don't do it. You see what I'm saying? It's just cause and effect. Don't run and like slide on the ground with no knee pads on because you want to scuff your shit up. That's just the cause and effect of what you just did. You know what I'm saying?
I understand cause and effect. What I'm saying is on planet Earth, when you do bad shit, you don't get held accountable for it all the time.
Nah, you get away with it until you don't.
No, you don't get held accountable for it.
You get away with it until you don't.
No, what do you mean? How do you get away with something until you don't?
If
I do something right now, right, and I get away with it, and I don't do it again, how did I get away with it until I didn't? So
because you're not doing it, you stop the behavior.
So when I get caught for something else now, that's when I'm getting.
No, Gio, you said you stop the behavior. If you continuously do the behavior, you get away with it until you don't. But if you do it one time and stop, you're no longer doing the behavior.
But see, you talking about the laws of averages. Of course, ultimately, it's going to turn against me by getting away with. But what I'm saying is I'm not being held accountable for the shit I did at point A. I'm getting held accountable for the shit they caught me for at the end.
Nah, because you get
none of
all
that
them
shit
Jones,
in
bro. You get all them Jones. You get the one you first started 2 years ago. You get that one. They got to tie you to all of them. You see what I'm saying? Once you get caught, you get all of them. You don't just get the one you got caught that day for. You get the string.
I don't know. I'm a criminal. That shit
Listen,
never happened.
listen to this. In the federal system, can I explain something to the people for a second?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, real quick, Pete. In the federal system, man, if somebody put your name down on something, if your name come through on something, I'm not talking about indictment or nothing like that. I'm just talking about if under investigation. If yo, what's up with him? His name can't pass on investigation. At that point, it could be they start tracking your record from that year. Mm-hmm. So if you say, okay, that person was ripping and running in 2011, they calculate what you possibly could have did from 2011 to the time that they put you in handcuffs, bro, and then they charge you with all that.
What about the shit that you did in 2010? Are you being held accountable?
Nah, because
for that?
they don't know.
No, because
about
they didn't start, right?
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making. You don't get held accountable for everything you do. That's the point
until
I'm making.
you do. That's my point. And if you stop at that point, you don't. But if you continuously do it, you get held accountable, bro.
I get it. I guess.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
mean, I get it, but I get
All right,
your point. But
hustling. If you hustling, you might make a mitt that day, make a mitt that day, and you always make a mitt until you don't. And then when you don't, you in some cuffs.
yeah, I get it. I mean, I get your point, bro. I'm just saying, you feel me? I get cause and effect. I get when you do something. That's the law. Of the
So
universe.
tell me, so Gio, all right, I don't understand. I just don't understand how you could think that you can do something and don't be held accountable for it.
Easily, I've done it my whole life. I've done plenty of shit that I haven't been held accountable for, bro. These are the facts. And it's like that.
See,
for,
but
and it's
Gio-
like,
all right,
that's
go
what I'm saying.
All
See,
right.
simply put, Pia tell you, like, when it come to me in words, bro, I'm more simple. I'm to the simple point of the meaning of words, you feel me? And when you say being held accountable, no, you're not held accountable for everything you do. That's not the world. People get away and do shit every day and don't get held accountable for
but
it.
accountability comes with, listen, in order for somebody to be accountable for something, someone has to address the behavior. You see what I'm saying? And if the behavior is not addressed, of course there's no accountability. But once the behavior is addressed, that begins the accountability. Somebody, you can't be accountable if somebody you don't know you doing it. If you would, they say that's why they say it was done in the dark shall come to the light, bro. Because when they figure it out, they gonna figure it out, and then you gonna be dealt with accordingly. You see what I'm saying? That's what we talked about the other day about the fake homies. How you feel about the fake homie when you feel out he was ass ragging a young boy, and then all of a sudden the young boy get on and figure it out? Do they got the same type of relationship?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm saying, like, he had you, like, all right, when we was talking about, it was me and Jeremy, I apologize, Gio, but we was talking about a young boy getting asked to do a mission, like, not even a mission, I'm saying, like, pass this bag over here. But he's so enamored with the lifestyle and wanting to get down, he do it without even fully understanding why he's doing it or what's in the bag. You see what I'm saying? And then when they figure it out, when they get older and they figure it out, it's not the same type of relationship, especially if I know it was like dummy missions involved, like crash dummy missions involved. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not that level of respect. You see what I'm saying? You got away with it until you didn't, until I figured it out. Now I can hold you accountable. You got away with it the whole time I was 17, 18, 19. But when I got to 24, I realized, man, he was playing me. You see what I'm saying? So now the accountability is we not beefing. It ain't no rumble or nothing. But I don't deal with him the way like that on business because he kind of shysty.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's just how I always looked at stuff, man. I looked at stuff like, man, if I do you dirty today, man, you'll figure it out tomorrow and do me dirty later.
Are we capable of holding ourselves accountable?
That's the only way you change.
And what does that look like?
Change. It's the only way you change. It's the only way anything changes.
Gio?
You don't think so?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, how did you change your life? How did the steps that you went through? You know those steps. You know what you went through.
I'm saying for me, bro, it was a combination of things. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just one thing. It wasn't that I woke up one day and said, oh my God, drug dealing is so bad, I hate myself, and I should never have done that. It wasn't one of those moments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that.
I don't think nobody says.
Yeah, I didn't. See what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that moment. You know what I'm saying?
It's like this action that I'm doing right now won't get me here.
Yeah, I mean, it came more, like I said, it's a combination of things, more age, rank,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Time in jail, like all that added up, you feel me, is what got me to the point that something different had to be done, you feel me, because I wasn't winning, you know what I'm saying? You playing the game of life, like that board game, you know what I'm saying? You trying to win. The goal is at the end to be successful and have a family and kids, and you can put them through whatever they doing, and that's the goal. The path I was on ultimately wouldn't have got me to that goal. Right. So that was the point when you feel me, all those things added up, you know what I'm saying? And it told me, you know what I mean, I was done. It wasn't the fact that like I was super off what was going on in the street, you know what I'm saying? It was just the point of realizing that wasn't going to get me where I needed to go.
So I need y'all to turn your volume up on your phones. Go to the live because I'm about to play a video, and I know y'all really haven't seen it.
Go ahead. I'm
Gio,
What happened?
need you to turn your volume up on your phone because we're about to play a video. And this video, I don't know who recorded it. It happened 2:00 in the morning on Clover Lane. The police pulled somebody over, right? And I just want to, we're going to look at that video and try to understand who was supposed to be held accountable, right? Who wasn't, and you know, who failed this young man, right? So we're going to look at this video.
It was held accountable.
They got his bro and everything. They're not even saying why they grabbed him. Oh! Yeah.
Person in the car with him.
Oh, somebody in the car with him? That's why I ain't really. And boy, that had been fucked him up.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody in the back seat?
Come work out for him. Oh, that's true.
That's Chester blocked him off.
I'm trying to show.
Y'all they not even telling him though.
I'm not going to.
Hey. Right. Right. You said open everything. Oh, it's being recorded, baby. It's being recorded. Back. Oh, look. Oh, people. Oh, wait. They really punching him like that.
You recording it?
Yeah, we already get recorded. Oh, wait. They really punching him like that.
You recording it?
Yeah, we already get recorded. Watch out, record all right too. Yo!
Hey, yo, it's cool. We got all that on camera.
Oh my God!
Yeah, we still hitting me on the ground.
Hey, y'all gonna kill that bull.
Get the fuck off of him!
Let's see, we gonna...
Yeah. It's being recorded, so it don't even matter, and they can't touch nobody because we the fucking out. He don't even look like he moving. Oh! Keep that shit on recording. Oh, I know that is.
We want to punch
The fat one, that one right there with that blue shirt.
Look
Look at him, he out of breath. Damn. Look at him. You don't piss this, you bitch. Look, he got a bunch. Look, Dick probably hurt.
I'm gonna fuck him up again. You're weak as shit.
Hey.
So, in that situation, we have a young man that got pulled over by the police. I don't think that was a normal stop, right? Typically,
He was driving.
He was driving.
All right, good.
Typically, they reached in and pulled him out the car, right? At what point are we lost where we ask for the same type of treatment that everyone else receives, right? Now, I get it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. What is he doing out? You pull him over. You asking for his ID, right? Maybe he had it. Maybe he doesn't have it, right? What are the natural steps of that situation for it not to result in a cop coming over when 3 cops got him? There's 3 men already on him. There's 3 cops already on him. They couldn't get him in cuffs. You had to have a 4th cop come over and punch him in his face repeatedly, drop him on the ground. It had to become the situation had to become escalated. So I'm asking you, right? Where's the accountability there? Right? Who owes who to what, or what to who? Right? Do the cops owe the kid accountability, right, in arresting him and not beating him up, right? Because we sat and we talked about it. He was like, man, cops fuck you up. That's just how it go. We had the arrest in some village where the cops beat the bull up, kicked on him, punched on him, right, for stealing the car. You feel me? It's like, why does it have to go to that level of violence for an arrest? And who's accountable to who in that situation?
You want me to go? I'll let Gio go first, man. Right. All right, I'll go first. All right. First of all, right, the accountability. It starts with, like, what you doing in your actions. Right. All right. Now, the young boy, like, it's America. You can do what you want, but it's a game played within the game. And people that never played the game don't understand it's a game played within the game. Cops and robbers, good guy, bad guys, right? So it's certain things in positions you shouldn't put yourself in if you're a quote unquote bad guy, right? But if you're an unquote good guy, it's still situations you shouldn't put yourself in because you could potentially look like a bad guy. Agreed? Agreed. All right. What I noticed from the video was that it was 2 o'clock in the morning, which you stated, but I also noticed it was Mercedes-Benz. You see what I'm saying? So when you got a Mercedes-Benz going through a neighborhood at 2 o'clock in the morning, that draws some type of attention. Once you get the attention, it's how you deal with it. If you give them license registration and they pull you out the car, they wrong. You don't have license registration and they want you out the car and you refuse to get out, then you're wrong. Putting hands on him, they were wrong. But it's accountability all the way through. You have to have some self accountability too. Like, why you got somebody or your Benz up in that bad neighborhood or that impoverished neighborhood at that time of night? You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say bad, I'm gonna say impoverished neighborhood. Like, you got an expensive German luxury car coming through at 2 o'clock in the morning and you get spotted by the police. They might have some questions.
Do people that drive Mercedes-Benz, are they supposed to drive at a certain time during the day?
No, but it's like an area. Like, if it's an impoverished area, the chances and likelihood. I said ask some questions. I didn't say they was right in assuming. Right. You see what I'm saying? But that's how policing is done. If you see a predominantly African American neighborhood and you see Caucasians riding around circling the block as if they were lost, a cop they use that in court. They'll say, we came under the suspicion because of the behavior, the way the driver was driving, that we felt as though he was trying to make a purchase. So we use that as probable cause to pull him over. Then how they act after you get pulled over, that's like on you. They pull you over, you got license and ID. Here you go. So let me go.
Miss Shimona heard exactly what I heard. The young man was asking, why are you doing this?
And they were supposed to tell him why.
They weren't telling him why.
And that's their accountability. Right. Remember, I said everybody has to be accountable. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the mindset like, damn, I'm riding through here. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just like hyper awareness. Like, damn, what's the chances of me getting robbed if I pull up in a shady neighborhood? in a flashy car. It's the same thing as you getting pulled over in a shady neighborhood in a flashy car.
You want to know why I say we can't get anything done?
Why is that?
Because we have a meeting to talk about A, and we always end up talking about B. You feel me? This is why our community can't get anything done, right? Because we're talking about the way we're treated. You feel me? And then we say, well, we treat each other the same way. Or ain't nobody over. No, there are people moving, right, to address the violence that we show each other. But until we get fair treatment from the people that hold us accountable, because they hold us accountable, you get caught with the coke, you're going to jail.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, if you're mistreating me, who's holding you accountable? I sat down and looked at the lawyers. There's nobody holding anybody else accountable except for us. We fuck up, we go to jail. We do something wrong, we lose our job. We say something wrong, we lose our job. We not getting vaccinated, we lose our job. Like, it's a whole bunch of people sitting here pulling strings, but no one is able to look up and say, oh, nigga, you doing the same shit. Mm-hmm. You wrong just like I'm wrong. Go ahead, Gio.
I like to take shit like instance for instance. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to group shit into like a whole list or bag of shit that's going on over here. I take shit one at a time. Let's start with this one that we just watched. Now, I don't know if y'all was watching what I was watching. I watched it. I listened to it. I heard what was going on in the joint. And being as though you getting it from me, you getting it from a criminal who done been through multiple. No, I'm just saying. So I want you to take my perspective and understand where I'm coming from, because I'm telling you as somebody who done dealt with this and done been through this and gonna walk you through it. When he got stopped, I don't know what he got stopped for. Don't nobody know. Whatever he got stopped for. Number one, I'm gonna say the Ben shit, all that's irrelevant. It don't matter. None of that matters to me. What he was driving, he could have been on a bike. He got stopped. Now, once you get stopped, this shit can go one or two ways. They come up, they say, what's up? License, registration. You don't got it. You coming out that car. Period. You coming out that car. So you got two choices to come out that car. You can voluntarily come out that car when they tell you get out the car, or they're going to assist you to get out the car. That's just how they go. If you have a license and you got proper registration and insurance, this is a different argument. This is a different stop.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So we're seeing in that footage that he doesn't have a license.
That's what I'm gonna assume.
That's what
this is a different stop.
Right.
So now when they got him out the car, now he's at the back of the car. At this point, if you got the video, go back and watch it, because I hear people saying, "Well, why they do this? Why they do that? Why they ain't telling him whatever?" They clearly said, "You're being detained." Clearly. And when they say that, your hands
go behind your back.
Go behind your back.
Right.
You get cuffed.
Right.
They sit you in the car.
Right.
And they investigate whatever they investigating right there. If you dirty or whatever, you going down. If you not,
right,
you getting out the back of the car.
Right.
At that point, when they said, he asked him, he said it first. He said, "Am I being detained?" Which you're supposed to ask him. Mm-hmm. He clearly asked him. He said, "Am I being detained?" Cop said, "Yes, you're being detained." His thing is, why this, why that, why that? No, at that point, bro, you shut that shit down. If they saying you being detained, bro, now you fight your detainment after the fact. But you can't fight it right there. Mm-hmm. They gonna put hands on you. They gonna put feet on you. That's what's about to happen. I'm just saying, this is how it is. So what you gotta do is protect yourself. You gotta know what you can do, what you can say, how you can say it, how you supposed to act. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying somebody's supposed to be hitting you or whatever. I'm saying you're supposed to be taking as many steps as you can to minimize that from happening to you. And the easiest way to do that is you get stopped to go right with that shit. You go right with it. If you got a license and registration, they're not gonna snatch you out. They might try to, but they violating your rights if they do. Now you let them handcuff you, put you in the car, and you sue them. If they tell you you detained, you get handcuffed and you get in the car. But you can't fight that shit back. And that's why I know he's going to have difficulty in court with this. I know this from personal experience. I know this because this is how the legal system works. I'm telling you how they're going to fight it. I'm telling you what they're going to say they did. And if I seen the shit in 2 seconds that they said, yeah, you're being detained, oh yeah, at that point, you're supposed to be in handcuffed and subdued. But at that point, what did he do? He put his hand up like, oh, what is y'all doing? Like, nah, why is y'all arresting me? Why is y'all grabbing me? Bro, we just told you detained. We just told you that. That's when it's 3 of them. Yeah. This before all the melee started. We just told you, bro, you detained. But he's still fighting it. Now, I'm not saying he wrong for feeling like that. I'm just saying this is life. I only speak in how things are, not how they should be. I don't talk about how shit should be or how I want it to be. I try to guide people to get through how things are, and that's how things are. When you get stopped, bro, you got to go with that shit. Or you running the risk of this going down. Like, that's just how it go. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you definitely run the risk of it going down. Like, you definitely got to comply and do what you got to say. All I was saying in the beginning was, like, you got to be careful about kind of situations you put yourself into.
Yeah,
you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, she said being detained isn't arrested. Exactly.
It's not.
When they tell you being detained, you are not under arrest.
Exactly.
But what happens is, if they tell you detained, they put you in handcuffs and sit you in the car, and that's their rule by saying that's for their protection and for your protection. So they'll put you in handcuffs and put you in the car. Now they probably gonna search your car or go all through your shit or whatever. And if they find something, then you under arrest. But until that point, you not under arrest. And then until that point, you shouldn't even be talking to them no more. Once they tell you you detained, you shouldn't be saying shit else to them, except what your name is. I mean, they ask you your name, give them your information, but you shouldn't be saying nothing else because they're going to use it against you.
Yeah. See, but that's what we got to do, P. We got to, like, how old was he again?
I don't know how old he was.
All right, see, but that's what we got to do because they're young and they don't understand what Gio just was explaining, the difference between under arrest and being detained and it being for the officer's safety.
That's a clear difference.
You see what I'm saying? So we got to educate.
So in all of that, he's asking why is he being detained?
Right.
What's wrong with the officer saying, listen, this is why you're being detained?
See, but that's what you want.
Because how it goes is,
you see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Not how it should be. How it goes is, when they tell you you're detained, you're going in cuffs and going in that car, and then they're going to investigate. That's the mode of apparatus. Know what I mean? Opera's mobile.
And that's what you. The question you just asked, P, before Gio answered it, I was saying, like, yo, that's what you want and how we want it to play out, but that's not their policy and procedure.
That's not how it works.
And that go back to what I was saying. If you're playing the game, you have to know that you're putting yourself at risk if you're playing that game.
Like Mr. Mona said, he's allowed to ask. 100% he's allowed to ask. But what I'm telling you from being in this thing and knowing this thing and how this shit work, you let them go through what they going through. Because you might talk yourself into something else, even talking to them. They saying you detained, okay. They gonna tell you what you arrested for. If they take you in, they gonna be like, yeah, now we found this in your car, you're under arrest for whatever. That's what they gonna do. If they don't find nothing, they gonna let you go. If you ain't got no license or whatever, they might let you park your car, or they might be dickheads and tow it, depending on how you argue back. Like, that's just how that shit goes. Yeah. But you can drive whatever you want, whenever you want. That ain't shit.
Oh, nah, that ain't what that ain't.
And even if it puts you in a higher risk of being stopped, your stop don't have to end like this.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? And the way that your stop don't end like this is what I just told y'all. That's how you operate. You gotta know your rights and you gotta know what you can do and what you can't do. How you can stop. See what I'm saying? When you look fully legitimate, bro, you ain't even got to roll the fucking window all the way down. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can crack the window, bro. Put that shit out the window. Tell them get the fuck out of here. Go give me my ticket.
I done did it.
Go give me my ticket. Come back. They gonna hand it back and you out. When you not, bro, you fall under a different category of rules. See what I'm saying? And treatment. Now they automatically assume and they coming in under the assumption that you up to no good. Like you said, it's 2 a.m., he in a Benz. They moving in on the assumption that you up to no good already.
Exactly.
But if you legit, That's taking
And
80% of that shit off
that
the
go
table
back
right
to
there.
what I was saying. Gio said they moving in because they under the presumption that you're no good. You up to no good. And I'm saying by putting yourself in that situation, you got to already know how they're going to perceive you.
Yeah.
So when you already know how they perceiving you, you act a different way when you're pulled over. That's not all what I'm saying. Because if somebody want, you know what I mean, help Buffer get a luxury car, I'm gonna drive it whenever I want. You see what I'm saying? And wherever I want. You see what I'm saying? But I'm also going to understand I have to act accordingly when I get pulled over, riding through somewhere as though they don't see these kind of cars that often, especially at this time of night. So when I get pulled over, I'm going to handle my license and my registration. I'm not going to act like I don't know what's going on in the situation.
No, I'm saying, bro, that be our problem, bro. Like we step in a field or in a quote unquote profession without even studying it, bro. Without even knowing the rules of it, the intricacies, the rules being the laws. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So we stepping in a joint and we don't even understand the law or how it works. What they can do when they stop you, what they can't do. Can they go in your pocket when they pull up on you? See what I'm saying? People don't know this.
Oh, yeah, I do.
They don't know this type of shit, you feel me? They don't know that they can't search you like that without plausible concern for their safety, bro. They can't do none of that shit, but people don't. When you don't know, you don't know. And if you don't know, they'll treat you just like that and do whatever it is they gonna do. But if you know, like, the fuck, I'm not going for that. Like,
Get treated the same damn way.
no, you're not gonna get your motherfucking ass whooped, bro. If they pull you over and you stop and you put your hands behind your back and they cuff you, bro, they ain't gonna fuck you up.
Nah, when they feel safe, they gonna tell the other cops they can go and they gonna uncuff you.
They ain't gonna fuck you
You
up.
see what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna fuck you up.
And what I noticed for real, as an older adult, what I noticed, I haven't been pulled over a lot as an older adult. That's first, right? But what I have noticed is like they don't even go through all that, like that goofy stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like they run your tag, they already know you got insurance before they get out. You see what I'm saying? You give them your license, it goes with the
I
tag.
assumed he was playing the game.
You see what I'm saying? Give them the tag. You see what I'm saying? Then after that, they read it, go. No ticket, no nothing, because everything legit. They don't want the paperwork. But when they like give them probable cause, when you resist or they smell something and you ain't got no ID card or nothing and they smell it, that gives me an idea to look for something, to search for something.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
I tell everybody, man, have your paperwork ready.
Shimona said you assumed he was playing the game. There's so many different scenarios.
But Shimona, have you ever been pulled out of your car and treated?
See,
this
I'm
way?
not assuming he was playing the game.
But look though,
I'm not.
but even with that, see, I'm not even assuming that, you feel me, he a drug dealer.
I
or
didn't
any of
assume
that.
he was a drug dealer.
See, if you got to look at it like this, bro. You either operating on this side of the line or you're not.
Right.
You feel me? It's that clear. You either operating over here or you're not.
See, but that's go ahead, Gio.
So if you operating in an illegal manner that goes against the rules that's set in place, you're operating in the underworld.
So what do y'all? So
Can I just say something real quick, please?
hold on, real quick, right? Because we understand. We watched the video, right? And so we're taking two situations.
Mm-hmm.
I was asking, were the cops wrong for the force that they put upon him, right? And who was supposed to hold him accountable? What we end up doing is looking at him and saying, all right, well, he should have known better. He should have did this. He should have did that. Yeah, he didn't operate accordingly to a stop.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from both sides.
Right. So I want to get back to the cop that pulled up, hopped out of his car, and came right with the punches. He wasn't there as long as the other three were there. This cop pulled up with
How
the
he
gray
get
shirt.
there?
He pulled up.
How he get there?
What do you mean?
He
Why
didn't pull up. P, they called him. They called officers in distress. We need some help. And he pulled up. He didn't just say, okay, there's an incident going on right here. He got called to an incident, bro.
You get called to an incident.
Okay.
You pull up. The three cops are trying to,
They in the middle of struggling with a black dude. What the fuck you think about to happen?
you going to just pull up and start punching
What
him in
you
his face?
think about to
The
happen,
three
bro?
other ain't punching him in his face.
What you
They
think
trying to
about?
hold
They
him down.
holding him.
It's
and
three of them. They can't get his arms behind his
Again,
back.
Evidently,
I
they
guess we-
couldn't.
I
You
guess we-
watched the video.
No, I'm saying I guess we not operating on. That's what I mean when I always say I guess we not operating on Earth. Like people are humans, bro. Like if it's see, I don't
How
know.
many cops did it take to arrest you?
Say
you
that
said
again?
you got pulled down the street by Otis by itself.
He had his hammer to my head and told me don't move.
Right.
So he wasn't fighting.
How many cops did it take you? He wasn't fighting. He was just asking questions.
No, I'm saying
He started moving and wasn't putting his hands behind his back.
Was he fighting?
He was moving. He was asked to sit still. Listen, you can see, because you're going to have all the people thinking I'm on the side of the police. And I'm not on the side of police. I'm on the side of accountability. I'm on the side of critical thinking. If you know that police perceive you a certain way when you walk a certain way, when you drive a certain way, or you do a certain thing, then you got to stop doing it to get harassed.
Did you think any way that you're talking about right now when you was in the street?
Yes.
Then how did you get locked up?
Because listen, I don't want to glorify, but I had a lot of clean street time too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I just was out there catching case after case after case after case after case. You see what I'm saying? So the whole time, man, it's like this, man. You have to understand the game you playing like GL. I had plenty of attorneys. I had attorneys that were as though I knew that they couldn't pull nothing out of my pocket. I knew not to say nothing when I was in handcuffs. I knew if I had license, here, take it. I don't gotta roll my window down. That's why I asked how old was he? You see what I'm saying? They like, it don't matter how old he was. It do, because his level of education in the justice system and how you act when you get pulled over, maybe it was his first time ever getting pulled over.
Yeah, see, I'm black. I'm a black man.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a black man.
Okay.
And I've been through most of what every other black man that come from the ghetto done been through.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If not more.
Okay.
So when I be speaking, bro, like I said, bro, my thing is always about saving a motherfucking life.
Always.
And what I'm doing with this particular video is taking it and using it as a teaching moment for motherfuckers and giving them the game about how to prevent or try to prevent this the best you can by doing these particular things. What?
How can you prevent something that someone else did by talking to other people? We have people that have sat and talked to cops or sat and tried to get them to understand, right? There has to be, you have to have a level of respect.
You said, how do I prevent it?
Right, because listen, if you get him to do everything you said and that cop still comes up, it was cops coming. Regardless, right? He got the resistance. They call it's 3 of y'all on one guy.
Bro,
you're telling me that
bro. They're not coming like that if he in cuffs in that car.
Period, point blank.
They're not coming like that.
So
and when they said you detained, you put them cuffs on your back, bro, and get in that car, bro.
You ever run from the police?
Yes. Did he run? No. Right. He didn't resist.
So I took him on a high speed chase.
Right, that's resisting.
Why you ain't ask me? Stop the show. Why you ain't ask me?
Because I'm talking to him.
I was about to say, because I want to say hell no, but go ahead.
I took him on a high speed chase from Brookhaven to my house, all around the block, right?
Yeah.
Throwing things out the window and all types of other stuff, right? They tased me.
Yeah, they probably fucked you up when they caught you.
No, they didn't fuck me up.
They just tased you?
They just tased me.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
They
Like
got you under control.
They didn't whip my ass. They didn't put no hand. Why didn't they put their hands on me? Because it was a black cop there that knew me. That said, nah, we not. They wanted to. You think Brookhaven and other Providence didn't want to fuck me up? If they would have caught me in the back alleyway, some fucking way, and that cop wouldn't have been there. See,
they should have put fucking hands on you.
Why?
They should have.
Why?
Say that again.
It's a game played within the game. You got caught, bro.
No, fuck all that. Because y'all so fucking big on accountable. You want to run through through 5 fucking boroughs. 2 boroughs, however many miles that is, going
from CVS to the West Parkway.
Hold up, bro. Stop cutting me off.
Right.
You doing all this fucking speeding, swerving, putting everybody's life in danger, throwing drugs and shit the fuck out the window.
Right.
So you just now, since you did all this reckless bullshit, you just want to be caught, and they stop and say, here. Go in peace. Put your hands in here. No, they should have fucked you up.
Pete. Now hold up, Pete. Pete, listen to me, bro.
Fucked you up.
All right, it's a game within the game, right? Listen, it's a game. Listen to me. It's a game within the game,
bro. And this is why we don't get justice.
Listen,
there's a game. When you realize it's a game inside the game, there is no justice to be had.
Because the game. Listen, the game within the game has to do with the participants and players of the game. For somebody to see you get beat, they gonna be outraged.
Right.
But if they on your top and they know you're a known dealer and they take you on a high speed chase and you dumping stuff out the car and they chasing you almost hitting kids, and it's a different thing because they know you, man. They want to put hands on you, man. They caught you wrong. You let them catch you dirty.
They catch me dirty.
Listen, they caught you dirty. It turned you dirty enough that you had to unload some stuff. So you was dirty. If you wasn't dirty, listen, if you wasn't dirty, you would have gave him your license.
Listen, I didn't have a license. I ain't give a rat's ass about a license. It was a time where I don't think none of us cared about having a license. Fuck a license. We don't need one. This generation is the same way. They 22, 24, 25 years old. Nigga ain't even got a fucking learner's permit. My shit was suspended. What I'm saying is, at that moment, there was a cop there that understood who I was, you feel me, and respected me enough to say, nah, don't put your hands on him. You feel me? Because literally, I wasn't running. I was running home. You know what I'm saying? Let me give her. I know I'm going to jail. Let me give her all my money and shit. And we can't worry about all that.
Say my goodbyes.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. And I'm going to ask Miss Shimona that because she always saying, what the fuck? Somebody ain't got no right for it. I'm going to put this scenario out there.
Who said they should have fucked me?
Listen. I said they should have fucked you up. I said it. But listen. And this is why I said it. This is why I said it, bro. Like, okay. You see how motherfuckers is like, yeah, the cop shouldn't have did this or did that or they shouldn't put no hands on nobody. Now look, right? I get you. I get your sentiment. I feel you. But I bet you if a motherfucker did something to them, did something to one of they fucking kids, did something to their mama, they are not gonna feel that same way about them cops fucking him up or doing something to him. You're not. Yo, in fact, you're gonna want them to. Why? We see it all the time. Why? Man, if y'all catch him, kill his motherfucking ass. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all shoot him when y'all catch him.
That's crazy.
But you see what I'm saying? So we pick and choose when we find it okay for that type of behavior.
Not me.
No, as a society.
We all do, Pig.
We do, bro.
Listen, it come down to it come down to a topic that me and you talked about, and I told you, man, our community, man, you gotta be
what?
You gotta be prepared.
You gotta be prepared for what?
You gotta be prepared for the accountability
like
that one foot in, 1 foot out is enabling. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to be accountable for that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to be. If you want to talk about it, you got to be about it, bro. So the whole time
we don't have the whole story on what happened, Lakita, in the beginning, or even we have the beginning of them pulling him out the car, right? Obviously, they were out there for a minute before they pulled him out of the car because the person just started recording. Right?
Yeah.
So we have that.
That's the only part I needed.
They have them walking up to the car and asking him to get out.
Yeah.
Right. Then they have him sitting there saying, "What are y'all doing? Why are y'all detaining me?" You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's answering him. So he's like, "Yo, why the fuck?" As a person, you could be detained, but for what reason? If you don't,
you can be detained for an odor, a pungent odor.
But they say that we smell.
No, they listen. That be in the paperwork when they arrest you.
But again,
you can't get arrested for an odor, P.
Okay, so we're allowing the police to negate his questions and being detained as to why you're detaining me, right? That's the first. That's accountability over here. You know what I'm saying? So the police don't have to answer shit when they got you and they say, "Oh,
that's not what I'm saying." That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, right? What I'm saying is, like, all right, we're talking about a game within the game, right? It don't got nothing to do with hustling. It don't got nothing to do with hustling. It just got to do with policing.
The game.
All right, police are taught to police us a certain way.
Absolutely.
All right, so with that instruction, they handle things a certain way.
Absolutely.
All right, so probable cause could be a white powdery substance on the ground. They don't know what it is. It's carpet fresh, but I'm gonna put you in cuffs until I figure out what it is. You see what I'm saying? But if you refuse to let us figure out what's going on, then it turns into a whole different situation. You see what I'm saying?
Why the fuck is this so hard to understand?
Like I don't listen because the people understand, and I know he understand.
You know I understand.
I know you understand.
But that's what I'm saying.
But the people don't understand because they never played the game, bro. That's why I keep making the reference to the game.
Right. So, but you're making a reference to something in behavior should check for the cops.
He said so the cops shouldn't be held accountable.
No, they are supposed to be held accountable.
See,
again, bro.
Again, bro. Again, when I first started talking, bro, I said I'm looking at this video from a particular perspective. That's how I introduced what I said. I didn't say that, these cops should be beating a nigga, they shouldn't get fired, or whatever the fuck ever. Again, I operate on planet Earth and on how shit is. We know they not gonna get no fucking fired for this. You know it. And you know this.
Yeah.
So like, listen, stop acting like we not on fucking Earth. Now and again, if we know these motherfuckers not gonna get fired, I'm not even talking about that. Of course they should be held accountable. Of course they shouldn't be beating on nobody.
Yeah. See,
But if ain't nothing happening on that, I'm not talking about that. Now I'm talking to a motherfucker about, look here, bro. Next time, I think you should move like this so you don't get whooped like that. So you can try to alleviate this situation going left like that. Because this situation is going to happen today. It's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to happen tonight. Somebody's going to get stopped. Somebody's getting stopped in the city right now. So again, I'm trying to instruct you on if they stop you, this is what you do. Not hand holding them accountable. Not saying what they did was cool. Not saying that they should be doing it. I wasn't even talking about
what we
that
saying
part
is
of
what
that
me and
shit.
Gio saying, and we agree. Like what we both will be basically saying is it didn't have to happen.
Shit ain't had to happen.
The fact that it happened, they need to be held accountable. Yeah. But what we're trying to do is instruct young people that it didn't have to happen. Like my perspective was the car, the neighborhood, before you even got pulled over, you didn't have to get pulled over. But they're going to police you and try to pull you over if you come through like that. They're going to police me like that. They're going to police like that. That's how they're trained to police. What Gio's saying is once they pulled you over, regardless of what they pulled you over for, follow the directions so they don't put hands on you. That's all we saying.
When they said at the point when they said he was being detained, right? Instead of putting his motherfucking hands behind his back, first thing he did was balk up and say, well, why am I being detained? They're now off the point of talking to you about this detainment and trying to forcibly put you in these cuffs now.
Well, I mean,
so
you don't have to forcibly put him in the cuffs. You can fucking sit there and tell him why you're fucking detained.
No, you're what the fucking world is
but
this,
the whole
bro?
time, Pete, listen, that's
What
not
world is
policing.
this?
You want them to police the way P want. Well, society want them to police the way society want them to police. Let me give you a quick story, right? I was in California doing something I ain't had no business, right? But I was talking to the Mexican young boys, and they was like the worst person to treat them the worst is the cops, the Latino cops. The reason why is because they know how to police them. They tell them how to police them. They don't police the black neighborhoods in California the way they police the Latin neighborhoods in California. I didn't know that perspective because guess what? I'm in Chester. I'm from Chester. I'm from Pennsylvania. But it's policies in place for police and procedure throughout the country on demographics and people. That's why when people say, man, they wouldn't have did it to me Outlander. Yeah, because if you're driving a Benz Outlander, you're not supposed to technically look suspicious.
I'm saying, again, bro, we gonna get stopped out here depending on what time it is, where you riding, how it look. Like, they do shit like that. The point I'm trying to make and what I'm trying to save somebody from getting is what he just got by walking through this shit with a calm head. You don't got a license, bitch, you tell them you don't got a license. 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you get out the car. When they tell you get out the car, you go with every command. So put your hands on the car. You let them search you.
And Mr. Shimona just said it. So it was the guy's fault that police had no accountability.
No, it's not about accountability. It's the mayor's fault.
See, y'all just
it's the mayor's fault the police don't got. It's the police chief's fault that the police don't have accountability. You see what I'm saying? Because they are his bosses. They answer to him. You see what I'm saying? And we are their bosses. You see what I'm saying? We are the mayor's boss, and the mayor is the police boss.
So it's our fault.
What fault are you talking about? What do you want as accountability? What is accountability?
I want you to answer a question that I'm
It's
asking.
absolutely, hold up, fuck all that. Let's get to the point. It's absolutely his fault it went that way. Absolutely. 100%. So now what?
Nah, that wasn't the question. The question was
that's what he asked. That's what he asked.
Don't point your finger at me, bro.
You know I do that when he fucking asking. I need my gunshots with it.
I just want people to understand.
That's what he asked.
What we're arguing here is whether or not, as the driver of a car, if you have rights, right? And I'm talking about rights that you have as a human being, right?
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna wait.
You're driving a car. If he doesn't have a license and all that other shit, he doesn't have a license to drive the car. You're pulling him out of the car. Automatically, you're telling him you don't have a license. I'm detaining you. If you pull me out the car and I have a license, then I'm asking you, why are you detaining me?
I'm not.
Hold up. You don't answer that question. I'm not allowing you to put these fucking cuffs on me. Tell me why you're detaining me.
Okay.
If he's asking a question, he's driving a Benz, 2:00 in the motherfucking morning, 9 times out of 10, he probably got a license.
Okay, somebody.
So now I'm asking. Now we're putting it on that. He has a license. Now you're asking, as a licensed driver, why are you detaining me? You're gonna shut the fuck up?
No,
and
let me
arrest
explain. Let me explain. As a licensed driver, and I got a license, and all my shit is together, and I ask him, why you pulling me out, and y'all still pull me out the car. At that point, I gotta say, damn, buff, I gotta take one for the team.
Take what for the team?
This ass whooping I'm about to take.
Why are you taking an ass?
Because I'm not getting out my car because I have a driver's license, I have insurance, and I didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
So at that point, I got to say to myself, they gonna fuck me up.
Bro. Are niggas not black?
You have the right.
Hold up, bro. Did we at some point
no more.
at some no hold up, bro.
It's not about color no more. You just sat here.
Am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to make my point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm under the assumption that we not black men no more, bro. Like, are you trying to get fucking killed? Like, that's what you, no, is that what you trying to get? You trying to get murdered? He just said, that's the time I gotta take one for the team. You trying to get murdered? That was 5 fucking white cops. Couple of them from fucking Trainer. Probably 2 from Marcus.
So your
no,
fear,
what I'm saying.
So your fear of the police is what drives you.
Fuck fear, bro. My reality teaches me this.
Yeah, I ain't never.
People get shot.
See, I didn't say I was
By
gonna
the
fight him. I
police.
just said I'm not getting out my car, bro.
Okay, now you trying to get murdered.
Nah, I'm just like
You trying to get murdered.
I want my arrest. I want everything to be documented, bro. I'm a critical thinker. That's why I said I asked myself.
You with bullets.
Listen, because I ain't gonna do nothing to get shot, yo. I'm not trying to run and do nothing crazy. I'm just saying, listen, you're gonna have to say, you're going to put on a record that you pulled me out my car and I showed you my driver's license and insurance. I'm not gonna voluntarily get out my car for that reason. Like, you're gonna have to put on record, man. Arrest me. A record is an arrest. When I get arrested, what am I charged with? I'm not going to resist. I'm not going to question what you're doing to me if I do anything shady at all. If I'm totally legit, man, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand my ground straight up. A cop down DC, real quick. A cop down DC. I let my ex-wife, I let her out the whatchamacallit. I let her out to take a picture. You feel me? The other people was taking a picture. Real quick, the picture, but it was a bus stop. He didn't know if I was there or not. Man, he tried to berate me in front of my family, bro. And listen, man, who you talking to? You ain't talking to me. I got a license, registration. No, I ain't from there. He gave me a $500 ticket. You feel me? He gave me a $500 ticket, but that was me taking one for the team. It didn't come to him putting hands on me, but it came to me, you're not going to talk to me like this in front of my son. My son understands who I am because I get up and I go to work. I demonstrate a good behavior for my son. You should have better behavior for your son in front of an officer. Listen, ho, you don't know me. You don't know my son. That's my son. Bro, I take care of him. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Bro, so out of that, I didn't get beat up, but I got a $500 ticket.
Bro, you talking about Washington, D.C. in the fucking daytime. I'm talking about nighttime, 2 o'clock in the morning.
But that's when you got to assess the situation.
What I'm saying to you is, bro, this is all I'm saying, bro. You are a black man, and police shoot black men for not resisting. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck they do to us for resisting. If people getting shot for not resisting, bro, and getting fucked up for not resisting, what do you think going to happen by resisting? At 2 in the morning.
Hey, man. Hey,
this is
you
Earth.
asked me though,
but this Earth,
me.
this planet Earth.
You said my real. I did it before, Gio. I'm telling you, it's not something that I said that I will do. I did it before. I wouldn't be driving around 2 o'clock in the morning.
When Main Man dragged you down the block, did you buck back with him?
Hell no. Hell no. He had his firearm to my dome.
My point being,
and I confirmed.
My point being,
but I was wrong.
That's where it was at.
But I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was wrong. I was wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Playing.
But guess what? If it wasn't a firearm and I wasn't wrong and he just tried to grab me and hold me, we would have rumbled. I would have been wrong, but he would have been wrong too, because you didn't have no reason to detain me and put your hands on me. But they would have said you were supposed to comply because he's a cop. But the whole time, I'm telling you how I would have felt. I would have felt like I didn't do nothing wrong and you put your hands on me, so I'm defending myself.
Use your brain. Put your hands behind your back and fight that shit in court. Use your brain.
We understand that, even fighting in court, you got to know the game. It's a game inside of the game.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna fight it right here on the streets.
What do you say? Since we are
but you can't, because then they're gonna fight it in court. You're gonna get some time.
Bring me your white shirt. have your white shirt pull up. If you don't want to tell me why you detaining me, bring me your superior. Let him tell me why I'm being detained.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing.
That's what I did. I could pull it out my wallet right now. I could pull it out my wallet. Can I go get the joint right now?
I don't even know why his car door was open.
I still got the DC cop information, Gio, from when they did that shit and gave me that ticket. I still got his information in my wallet because I'm gonna fight the ticket. You see what I'm saying? I'd been fighting the ticket, but I slid because of COVID. You see what I'm saying? But the whole time when they jumped back on my top about that ticket for that parking space, and I know what it was,
so
I just
carried it with me. Talking about accountability, then we agree that both.
Do what?
Talking about that accountable shit.
It's shit. Accountability is shit. You can't hold the other side accountable.
Yeah, both sides should be, Dante, both sides should be held accountable.
Right. That's all I was asking.
Yeah, both sides should be held
I'm not going to keep saying the same thing 50 fucking times in a row, bro. I done said that shit 50 different ways.
So if you said it, why you talking now?
I just said I wasn't saying nothing else about it, and then you like, what the fuck is it? Like, I mean,
You said accountability shit.
Bro.
They talking about that accountability shit. Right?
Yeah,
So
bro.
Accountability.
I
listen,
say everything is shit when I talk like that, bro.
Accountability is like
I say at work, I'm gotta do some work shit.
Accountability is a very tricky subject because it takes twists and turns based on where you were at that time or what you experienced in your life. You know, I was taught never allow anyone to move you that has the power to move you. If you're moving me, give me a reason as to why you're moving me.
When the parade.
You're not just going to move me because you want to move me.
All right, when the parade, Miss Shimona? When the parade? Tell me when the parade is. I'll be there. When we going to make them hold them accountable.
Accountability.
When we going over City Hall and make our voice heard. When we going over there and make noise, I'm always with it. I'm signed up. Put me on.
Accountability, like he just said.
I'm always with it.
Accountability, what Gio didn't say,
put me on.
but what he did say at the same time was accountability starts with who holds them accountable, who can hold them accountable. Yeah, like you said, give me a white shirt. If you ain't gonna give me the answers I need, then give me your superior. All right, so at that time they hit you with, man, it's 2:00 in the morning, he in bed, come with us.
No, it's a white shirt.
All right, so but my point is,
roll up the window.
But my point is,
I ain't got nothing else to say.
but P, they don't know.
I'm giving you the reason.
But you know that.
No,
if
what?
you know it's a white shirt on duty at all
so
time.
bring it.
But if you don't know,
you don't get inside my car until he shows up.
But if you don't know to ask.
Bro, I'm not with this lip service shit, bro.
If you don't know to ask,
when we gonna put some action to this shit? That's
Go do it.
No, I'm saying, bro.
You asking for action?
No, look, bro.
Go do it.
I'm not the listen. Nah, listen. You saying you not listen. See, listen. No, listen.
Can we hold them accountable?
What I'm saying is, you telling me
yes. If your answer is absolutely, we can hold them accountable, then how do we do that? Stop. Let the conversation be held, right? All right. And I said the reason we can't hold a conversation is we're looking to blame everybody that's involved with it. Everybody has their own thing that they have to do because it's a game inside the game. We can't say anything about it because this is how they've been doing shit. They gonna kill you. They gonna kill him. They gonna this and it's the same thing.
Who said that?
You just said they gonna kill you.
That's not what I said.
What did he say?
That's not what I said. That's what you do.
Nah.
Again, but hold up. Let's get to it like this, bro. This is what I'm saying.
P, that's not what he said, bro.
You can't speak about this accountability shit like this, right? And that's why I say shit, bro. You speaking about accountability, right? And you said, well, go do something. Me personally, I'm not fucking outraged by what the fuck just happened. If everybody on here who talking like this and, they supposed to be held accountable, I asked them, when is the parade? I'm gonna put my muscle behind it. I'm gonna get involved. But don't talk to me and question me about how I should hold somebody accountable and not. If you want to hold them accountable, bro, you do that like this brother said, through the city. That's the only way to hold them accountable. Me sitting here saying, they should be held accountable is nothing. It means nothing. You hold them accountable over there through their rank and file. That's what you do. Like, again, all I said I was doing. And I'm not saying the man did anything wrong. You see what I'm saying? I took all of that out of the equation. Not saying the man did anything wrong. Not saying the man even ran a stop sign. Sometimes they just fucking stop you and you ain't did shit. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, when they do fucking do that, you want to operate in a certain way to try to minimize this shit from happening. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Should it happen again? Absolutely not. Should they be beating on people? Absolutely not. But we understand that this happens. We're trying to prevent it from happening.
Right.
We're not trying to be mad and outraged after it happened. We trying to cultivate mature positivity, you feel me, by preventing it from happening. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you the game to prevent it from happening to you. Now, I ain't trying to be mad after it happened. And if we going to be mad after it happened, like I said, when y'all formulate the plan and say we going over City Hall to holler at Mr. Daddy and whoever else, we can pull up.
Marches have been had, protests have been had, parades have been had. People have gone over there and say these things again until we come together as a city. The things that we're asking for, they'll fall on deaf ears because it's not enough of us.
Hey.
It's literally, if you have a family of 40 or 50 or 150 people, that's not enough people. You're not changing anything with 150 people. 10,000 people? Oh, shit. That'll change a motherfucker.
Yeah,
that'll get a motherfucker thinking about some shit.
But
like,
that's why.
These are 10,000 people that can vote and get me out of here. These are 10. That's when you start to change things, right? Until then, we're just sitting here talking. And I agree with you.
That's what my focus is, bro. That's what our focus is and what we trying to do.
It's a talk show, Gio. Lip service is required.
We're building our army. No, I'm saying we're building our army. That's what we doing. We building our young boys. We building our fucking army that we gonna use to fight back. We trying to get as many minds as we can straight and moving in the right direction. That's what we doing. We gotta build the army, you know what I'm saying? We gotta build this shit. And that's why my focus is more on that. I understand all this other shit goes on. My main focus, bro, is rescuing our sons. That's the main focus. They are the next soldiers in our army.
Absolutely.
I'm not really focused on all this secondary shit, bro. It's too many problems for me to attack all of them at the same time. I gotta go important on the list down.
Right.
I can't be sidetracked and get all my energy put over here. It's gonna take me away from this main goal I'm on. This main goal I'm on is building our sons up to the men we need them to be the leaders that they gonna be, to take control once we get too old. Nigga, we in our 40s. We'll be 60 soon. We need motherfuckers to take this shit over. We gotta build them. That's where my focus is at. My focus ain't on all this side, on this stuff out to the side and all that.
You know what I like about the Avengers? Right?
Oh, he definitely challenged him at the meeting too, bro. Real rap. Shout out to Steph, man. Steph went at him.
Their individual powers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they come together as a team.
Right.
And that's how you get shit done.
Right.
Right? You know, you had Malcolm X, you had Martin Luther King, right? And all the other leaders, but they all did their individual thing, but they came together. Again, you can't move too much with a finger, but with a fist, you can knock a nigga out. You gotta knock a motherfucker out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we don't come together and we continue to sit here and say, I don't fool with this person because of that or that,
yeah,
that's where we had a division and we don't get anything done. You think about this city, man, it's been suffering for the last 60 years, man.
Is it still snowing outside?
No.
It's not? It stopped? That shit over?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought I had to go buy a shovel. Somebody stole my shovel.
Cold out there.
Yes, I gotta go buy another shovel.
But until we have true leadership and true people moving for us, we'll continue to have these exact same problems. And yeah, we got not a reprieve, but we got some justice when the cop kneeled on the brother's neck and he went to jail. But that's just there. That's not here.
That's a bad job.
And if we don't continue to push the message, or we don't continue to come together, and we continue to be divided in every avenue of our city, we'll continue to have the same problem. We'll have people sitting there saying he was wrong because he did this. They weren't wrong because that's the game. That's not the game that's played out there. In the protecting, they're not here to protect and serve us, bro. You never see that on the cop car in Chester. Protect and serve, no, because you can hold them accountable if they say it. No, they're here to irritate and arrest.
You do that.
That's it.
Get a shovel. I'm gonna go get the shovel, wife. I'm going to get the shovel, wife. I'm gonna get some salt too. Promise. Pick it up. Go pick the shovel up.
But it's 12 o'clock, man.
Yeah.
I want to say that's the show.
Yeah, been a great 2 hours.
You got something you want to say, bro?
Yeah, let's buff on in, man.
Man, we can.
We ain't taking this into the next show.
All right, but this is just one of them things, P, man. This is one of them things where it's perspective, man. It's perspective, and that's where we just got this whole day, like on some real stuff. Me and Gio, it might not seem like we agree all day today, but we kind of agree all day.
So y'all
today.
saying the same thing.
Same thing, but we coming at different
ends.
perspectives. Different
On
perspectives.
ends, right.
Exactly.
And that's
So,
your
but
perspective, right.
listen. But this is the thing about everybody having that kumbaya moment and us all coming together. It's always going to be a different perspective to what you're trying to do and what you see as your vision. So that means because I see something, you see something, I don't see it that way, that I can't get on that joint because it don't make no sense to me. So you got to respect the person for their views and their perspectives. You got to keep moving and align yourself with people that's moving the way you're moving in the direction you're moving in.
So that just gets that perspective done. That just gets that one train
Because
down
we
the
can't
road.
listen, in order to fix it, in my opinion, in order to fix it, we got to attack it from different sides.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because like I said before in one of our production meetings, I told you that, man, as a man, I can't tell women how to rear a woman or a young lady. You see what I'm saying? Like the ins and out, the rearing a young lady. I can tell her how a dude would try to treat her and how you should want your dude to treat you. Right. But we got to bring the women to the table. You see what I'm saying? So we can say to the little young ladies, y'all supposed to carry yourselves this way.
So y'all see it's three chairs in there, which means we're looking for a woman. Looking for a woman to come through here and be with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Doesn't matter her age. How old she got to be? Over?
She got to be grown because she in school and stuff. You got to be grown.
She got to be over.
Yeah.
What age does she have to be over? 25, 26?
I want to be a little older because we like he said, we're in our 40s, so it's going to be an automatic clash.
I'm good. I'm good with whoever want to come up, bro. I'm always open to
different perspectives.
Hearing somebody view. Plus, I like chopping it with the sisters, man, so they can go ahead and, I mean, let people know how they feel.
I want to hear the call-ins, people, when you start the call-ins.
Oh yeah, I know who's gonna be calling up here all the fucking time.
I want to see the call-ins. I want to see the call-ins when you get the call-ins jumping.
You know. Yeah, because we be talking about women. They be mad when we talk about women because we not women.
We're not women.
That's why I stay out that lane, bro.
No, but I talk about them.
I stay out that lane, bro. I stay out that lane.
I'm still qualified. I'm still qualified to talk about them.
This has been the morning meeting, man. We're going to end it with the affirmation, man, as we always do. I am choosing to change my thoughts, images, and behaviors to respond differently and to produce better outcomes. And if the cops chose to change their thoughts, images, or the young man chose to change his thoughts and images,
we have a different
behaviors,
outcome.
He could have responded differently and produced a better outcome. So that's a great affirmation, man. Let's continue to move on, man. Have a great Friday. Gio, anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Oh, man, shit, man. It's snowing out there, man. Definitely go help somebody, man. It's probably an old lady on your block, man. If you got a shovel, man, and it's an old lady on your block and you see her joint hit, man, go hit that joint for her, bro. I mean, try help somebody out today, bro. They don't gotta give you $10 for that shit, bro. If you live on that block and you shoveling your front, bro, the lady next door to you on your left, if ain't nobody doing that shit, bro, go do that shit, bro. And don't ask her for no money, raggedy. Just do it, man. Try to help somebody, man. Y'all be cool how y'all be cool.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Questions, perspectives is all welcome, man. See y'all Monday, man.
Y'all. Yeah, I want y'all to be safe, man. Give some good energy to somebody.
Yeah, man. And go shovel some fucking snow for somebody, raggedy.
Shovel that snow. That should be washed off.
Raggedy niggas.
Shovel fucking 2 inches, an inch of snow.
Put some salt down there for
Put some salt.
Old lady Annie Mae, man. Miss Annie Mae, man. Who got Miss Annie Mae porch up for her, man? Don't do that.
CMPRadio.net, man. Reminding y'all we'll be back Monday.
Yeah.
What's Monday?
Yeah.
Monday's the 31st. We're still in January, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're changing the name of the show, man. So
yeah, we're gonna revamp. We're gonna do some things, man. We got some shit coming, man. We popping, man. It's coming, man.
CMPRadio.net. Cultivate mature positivity.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
Come and take away, 'cause you niggas play with it, play with it, play with it.
Yeah, it's Black Excellence. It's Black Excellence. Yeah, you know it ain't no half-stepping when repping for Black Excellence. Just the perfectionist perfecting shit. Don't shoot the messenger. Shit, I mean, I'm here cause I care and it's rare you get a real nigga to come reflect with you. They told me step it up, Ran. You see, I'm catching up when actually I laughed them. It just appears that they next to us. I hope my testament motivate all the rest of us. I know it's hard when only thing definite is deafness. Just around the corner, only thing left is where and when. Black Glock 40, I carry it like my heritage. Just a young black king born in America. Let them tell it, half nigga, half terrorist. You know I'm all for my people, you can't leverage me. My chick ghetto, my head nappy like Pat Beverly's. Young and focused, that's something they wanna never see. Dang, but back to the proceedings this evening. They told us that we worthless and we seem to believe them. Watch the government turn niggas to kingpins. It's deep, man, and they creep in when you're back to the wall and you deep in. You know the best offense is always a good defense. And the ones that talk about it ain't active, they just speaking. If you won't play the role, we need actions, no more preachers. Charging at the door just to hear what the Lord speak. If I'm here, so that's more reason. Cause we coming in, we leave in the breeze like the Four Seasons. I hear these other rappers, they clear but ain't cohesive. They words ain't got no meaning. It's like throwing a Mac in the oven with no cheese in. Don't care how long it took you to cook it, I won't eat it. Yeah, nah, nigga, I'm more seasoned. Black excellence, black liberty, black businesses that got it out the mud and expect them to have anything. All black mansions for acres with black residents. And word to Barack, we need more than one black president. More black men getting free when they lack evidence. More black queens for that nourishment, encouragement. Black lawyers and black judges, a black government. And less non-blacks benefiting from black struggling. Ain't no half-stepping, we're repping for black excellence. Just the perfectionist perfecting shit. Don't shoot the messenger. Shit, I mean, it's clear that I'm here because of the work that I put in. Go check my references. This shit was heaven sent. My nigga, this black excellence. My nigga, this black excellence.